Alright, looks like enough people are here. Hi, folks! No countdown timer today, we're just going to hop right into it. Bit of an impromptu Friday stream. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're all having a great one today. Today, what are we doing? We're going to be continuing my perhaps ill-advised Way of the Barefist Steve playthrough of Minecraft Dungeons. What this means is we are going to be trashing the sword and bow we get at the start of every level, and we are going to try and make it through the entirety of Minecraft Dungeons only by punching stuff. And I have made some progress. For those of you who follow me on Twitter, you will probably have seen these posts throughout the day. But I have beaten several of the levels of Minecraft Dungeons without ever using a weapon. Do exclamation point rules in the chat if you want to see what the rules are. I'm making some adjustments to the rules as I go.
That's just prime.
The expert with 7 months. Thank you so much for the Twitch primary sub. Appreciate that very much. Yes, so I'm going to show you guys a little bit of my progress. This is a little bit of a spoiler for a video that will probably come out. I have been recording every level as I go. So here we go. This is Barefist Steve in his current incarnation. He is an absolute beast. He's level 11. His power level is 4. His power level is 4. And oh boy, we've got some progress to recap. So I have done every level apart from the last two. The last two basically being the Arch-Illager's castle. Get this stuff out of here. The Arch-Illager's castle and the final level where you like chase him up to Obsidian Peak. So Highblock Halls is where I'm at. I have beaten every other level on the map without using weapons. So this is one punch Steve, or as you will probably find out, several punches Steve, because you cannot one punch anything in this game. There is an exception to the rule, and an exception to the rule that I will have to clarify up top. Apparently, from what I've seen on other people's streams, there are gloves that you can get that are a melee weapon. And if we get those at any point, I'm kind of considering that a viable use of the rules, and they are still like a punch-based weapon. After we have beaten default difficulty this way, I might consider using them. But I don't think they turn up until adventure difficulty anyway, so we probably won't get them. Meaning that we are going to have a heck of a time, my friends. A heck of a time. So I'm going to hop right into the mission. This is my inventory right now. As you can see, there are no weapons, it's only accessories, and no magical accessories. So anything physical is allowed, anything that uses souls is not, because magic weapons are kind of OP. You get that corrupted beacon, you can just blast through some stuff. Obviously, you have to gather souls first, but the whole point of this is that you punch things, as Notch intended, I guess. So we're gonna be punching some stuff. You can only do 1 damage per hit with punches. So this is a problem, especially on higher difficulties, which the later levels in the game force you to play on higher difficulties. However, we have the Death Cap Mushroom, which means we do a lot more damage very quickly. Yes, that just says 1 every time. I also have an incredible piece of armor. This is the Ember Robe, which gives you plus 20 health, which is not much right now, but it's only level 6. It burns nearby enemies in that aura, so they're automatically taking 1 additional damage from the burning thing every couple of, like twice a second or something like that. It also has a 25% reduction to artifact cooldown and a 15% move speed aura, which means you move faster naturally and your artifacts cool down, not to mention the fact that it has cooldown 3 and surprise gift 2. So every time I drink a health potion, I'm guaranteed to get some sort of potion or a bundle of arrows. Not that I can use the arrows, but if I take a strength potion, suddenly I'm dealing 2 damage per hit. And then if I use the Death Cap Mushroom, suddenly I'm dealing a lot more damage very quickly. Unfortunately, it relies on the strength potion actually arriving, which sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you get a bundle of arrows. So, anyway, I'm going to do my best to run through a little bit of Highblock Halls. We're probably not going to beat it, so I'm not going to set that expectation. But what we are going to do is do a little bit of Highblock Halls. If we die, that's fine. I might go back and do some of the other levels just to show you guys what's up, because it's fun. It's pretty fun. I'm actually really enjoying this. And Throwlash with the 12 months. Everybody spam the word nerd in the chat. Throwlash has resubscribed for 12 months, which makes you a nerd. Welcome to the Nerd Herd. Glad to have you on board. And TLC Blondie with the 4-month resub as well. Thank you. So here is a fun fact about Highblock Halls. It doesn't let you play on a difficulty level below 4, presumably because, like, it's a challenging map, and they expect you to have a power of over 16 when you reach this point. Once again, my power level is 4. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's freaking go. The hype train is here. I am pretty hyped. Osura with the 100 bits says I like your voice. Thank you very much. I like your 100 bits. Thank you very much. The hype train is here, folks. All aboard. Get some hype. Because this is going to be something special. And by something special, I mean an absolute tragedy. By the way, this is going to be very repetitive. So I totally understand if you guys don't want to stick around if you're kind of bored by it. But if you want to just stick around for some memes and some epicness, this is the stream for you. Yeah, my mom plays is gifting 5 subs and the expert with the 300 bits. That's how you start a hype train, folks. Welcome in. Okay, so the first thing we do is trash the sword and the bow that it gives me at the start of the level. We don't need those. And sometimes I will forget that, so if I do that, I will probably reset the level if I just swing a sword at something by mistake. Not allowed. Barefist Steve is a fists-only playthrough, right? So the first thing that comes up is a couple of Vindicators. What we are going to do is set up one of these. We're going to blow the air horn at them, and then we're going to start punching. Oh yes, and I need to make sure I'm inside the radius of this. The air horn is the key to this strategy in a lot of ways, primarily because it stuns them, it makes their movements incredibly slow, and it allows me to regenerate health faster than they can attack. So we're going to be taking enemies out this way throughout the level, little bits at a time, which is probably going to be very boring to watch, and for that I apologize. But we're going to do it anyway because this is hilarious. Okay, the burn aura is doing a little bit of damage to them. We can take out one guy, we can take out this guy in a second, but we still need to heal up a little bit more. People are cheering bits in the chat. I'm sorry if I'm not paying huge amounts of attention to that right now. Thank you, though. And there we go. The first 2 enemies are down. We did it. Okay, right. This is the last level in the game, more or less. This is like the, this is the strat. This is entirely the strat. And let me tell you, there are a couple of other things we could do here that might turn the tides in our favor, but they are, like, fringe case strategies. First of all, we have Boots of Swiftness if we need to run super fast. So we can do a little bit of a run around. That's got a really, really fast cooldown thanks to the armor. But I don't think that's going to be super useful here because there are sections where you have to completely clear an area before it will let you progress in the level, so that's going to be off the table. First of all, we also have the llama, who is a wonderful pet, although he is currently stuck on a wall. There we go. Yes, the llama will do tons of damage. It will do more damage than I can, and it also tanks damage. So if you are at all, like, interested in trying this, it's less hardcore if you do it with pets. Likewise, we also have the Tasty Bone, which summons a wolf, does more damage than the llama, has much less health. So we could potentially do that. However, I love the llama, but I kind of don't want him to be involved in this playthrough. I kind of want to see if I can do it myself. We also have a Totem of Shielding, which is going to be very good against ranged attackers, and I have used it once or twice here and there against the crossbowmen, the pillagers, in this level, but it's very kind of, yeah, it's not going to be ideal to use that all the time. I also have Shock Powder, and I'm going back and forth between the Shock Powder and the Air Horn, because the Air Horn slows them down, but it doesn't stun them. It does have a 10-second cooldown, although, no, that's the 10 seconds is the cooldown for the artifact. This has a 15 seconds cooldown, and it doesn't, like, the Windhorn slows them down for, I think, longer than the Shock Powder stuns them, and it also knocks them back, which means they are in a little bit of a wider radius. So I think this is the best strategy, but we will see. I also get Shadow Brew from the surprise gift occasionally, which is very good, because that means I can sneak up on these guys, set everything up, and just wail on this guy, and the first attack with the Shadow Brew deals a little bit of extra damage. I can also potentially lure this guy over here and knock him off the edge, so that's very good. Liches are in this section, which were not in my previous attempt at this, so this is going to be a little bit more difficult. These guys are a pain, especially when you can only do 1 damage to them at a time. However, we might be able to... Oh, I can get in the radius of that. Great. We might be able to just sneak up on them. They teleport around, but they are not as much of a threat physically, and as long as we avoid the fire, that's the only way they can attack you. If they follow me at this point, I can probably try and lure them over there and see if I can get them to go off the edge with the air horn, like this. Yep, there we go. That guy's dead. So this is how I've been playing Minecraft Dungeons for the last day. It's a little bit weird. but I'm enjoying it immensely. I hope you guys are too. Get that mushroom. Okay, yeah, those guys teleporting, really painful, so get out of there. This makes your day better watching this. I'm glad. This is such a meme playthrough. It's hilarious, but I hope you guys enjoy. I'm just going to attack this guy behind the statue. The cool thing about the pillagers... Oh, a scatter crossbow. That's rare. Excellent. We'll salvage that for emeralds. Good stuff. The weirdest thing about this is that some enemies will get stun-locked, meaning they won't be able to attack you constantly. This doesn't happen as much on higher difficulties, but the pillagers still seem to be susceptible to that, so that's a strategy we can use a little bit later, but not with the more hardy pillagers, so yeah, we could potentially have problems in areas like this. The hype train continues! Thank you guys so much. I think that's, oh yeah, there you go. That's the level 1 completion of the hype train. Thank you so much for the hype train, folks. I'm sorry I wasn't paying as much attention to it as I normally do, but there's some punching to do. This is going to be a little bit of a problem later on when we get to the sections of the level where there are enchanted enemies. Just FYI, it's not going to go well for us at that point, but I hope you guys will appreciate that this is mainly in the testing phase right now. And there is good news because, oh, the bits are still coming in. Thank you guys so much for the bits after the hype train's over. So the idea behind this is that we can always level up our character. Even if we can't complete a level, we can go back and play previous levels that we've been able to do. Yeah, there's the big guys. Okay, not great. The problem with these guys is you can't, like, bait them into following you. They go around these side pillars, and then if this guy starts coming towards me, I can maybe attack him, but then in order to do the wind horn, yeah, that's not really going to work out, is it? So this is going to be a bit of a slow part of the level. Windy with the 200 bits now, thank you. So yeah, this is going to be a bit of a slower part. It should pick up a little bit later on. There's going to be some more action bits later, especially when we get out to the courtyard. Didn't realize a hype train was going on. It's not a problem, don't worry about it. It's all good. Yeah, there are some areas where I'll also want to try and sprint through them, but it's also good to have clear areas behind you in case you need to retreat, so... Let's see if we can get a Shadow Brew here. Swiftness Potion. It's always Swiftness Potion for some reason. We can come out here and whittle down their health a little bit, and then we have to go back into hiding, but this is an annoying strat. I really don't like it. We're in a tight spot here. Like, we are a little bit, like, nailed down by these guys right here, and I need to regenerate my health, so I'm just going to stick behind this pillar for a little while. The firing squad has come to see me. So I wonder if I, like, go back here a little bit. I'm kind of developing stuff on the fly here. I wonder if, yep, the crossbow guys start to make their way into the room. They're taking up positions on either side of the door. You guys wait until we see the Royal Guards. I have such great strats for the Royal Guards. Ayo, alright, we're in. Let's pop down the Totem of Regeneration and... Strength Potion. Alright, you're done. Yeah! Feel the pugilistic rage of Barefist Steve. Just wait for their crossbows to break. I know, we are pacifying the pillagers right here. Still got that strength potion. Let's press the advantage. Get you out as well. There's two guys over here. The worth 3. Oh yeah, he's right over there in the corner though. That's great. Okay, he will stay there for a little while. And hopefully we won't have to worry about him too much. Hey Faithy, we are doing a ridiculous Minecraft Dungeons challenge. I'm punching everything in the final level of the game too. And not to confuse anybody, I have played through the rest of the game entirely with fists. And there's already an episode up on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/pixelriffs if you don't know, of the first couple of levels. Basically, I beat it up until Pumpkin Pastures, where you do the Evoker boss fight. I've done all of that using basically these strategies, although I got some more artifacts after that. So that's where I have the Totem of Regeneration and the Air Horn and stuff from. So this is nuts. Hopefully this will remain entertaining. Because you're going to be seeing a lot of it. Yeah, I really wish I was skilled enough at dodge rolling to do anything about them shooting me like that. It would be very good if you'd just be able to, like, constantly move away from them, but I'm not very good at dodge rolling. When's the next Minecraft stream? Probably on Sunday, unless we're still doing this, but I have a feeling I will have either given up on this or something spectacular will have happened. Alright, you're next. The cool thing is sometimes, if you're attacking fast enough, you can stun these pillagers to the point where they can't really attack you. And if they're up against a wall, they don't really have anywhere to walk either. So this guy is going down very easily, thankfully. Okay, he's going to attack me now. That's fine. We can stun him again with the air horn. Yeah, I'm Quinn. One of the things about this is I'm not using any of the elemental, like, rolling abilities on my armor, because that kind of goes against the whole, like, I'm punching everything idea to me. Like, it's got to be physical attacks only. Because otherwise I could just roll everywhere, but that wouldn't be the same thing. It wouldn't be, like, as punchy. These guys are a problem because they don't get stunned for very long, or when they do, they teleport super easily. Got a strength potion now, though, so haha! Take care of that guy. That guy's almost dead. Put down this beacon so we don't get flamed. Alright, and you... Nice, we're doing pretty well so far. This is actually great. I died, like, 5 seconds into the level the first time I tried this. Yeah, you can use the TNT. The TNT is allowed because it's consumable. You don't get it, like, more than once. And the TNT is actually valuable for a couple of strategies we're going to try later on. Especially with the Royal Guards. The Royal Guards have some, like, weird behavior when you have a larger stack of TNT on your head, which we're going to use to our advantage. But the idea is that we're still going to be punching everything, except when we can explode it. Also, the TNT will explode when you die if you have it on your head anyway, and sometimes you can't avoid picking it up, so I figure we'll just use it. Do I have anti-cooldown? Yes, I have surprise gift for the potions and cooldown level 3. One of the things we could do on this stream, if we can't beat this level, is grind earlier levels to get XP, and then we could have surprise gift level 3 as well, so we might get 2 potions, which, let me tell you, would probably speed up some of the strategies I've tried elsewhere. Right, these guys are going to be a bit of a problem. We've got a Shadow Brew, though, so we can spend a little bit of time damaging this guy with the Burning Aura. You can't see me! And then we'll do a little bit of extra damage to him, and then we'll go again. Oh, okay, that guy can still hit me. I gotta back off. Didn't really place the beacon down there. Very well. I will call this a beacon occasionally. It's a totem of regeneration, but the regen totem, the totem, whatever you want to call it. Hello, Dr. 83! Hello, welcome in. No worries if you're not staying long. Hope you're well. And yes, I could just throw TNT at these guys, but trust me, there are much more demanding uses of TNT later on. There's the first arrow bundle of the stream, amazingly. Haven't got the usual mug tonight, even. We've got the Wimbledon mug tonight. Alright, that guy's done. This guy down the end of the corridor will probably try and shoot me. I really wish friendly fire was a thing for mobs other than creepers in this game. I know why it's not, but it kind of is in Minecraft, so... Try it. Try it, you coward. I could do this all day. I actually have, kinda. I need a fisticuffs emote now. Yes, I do want barefaced. I keep saying barefaced. It's probably not great branding if I keep saying it wrong, but Barefist Steve needs to be more of a thing. Barefaced cheek. There we go. This guy's done for. We are slowly but surely making our way through the level. I played about an hour of this. I got about as far as the banquet hall, where you have to bust up the buffet. So yeah, spoilers for basically the end of the game, but I imagine anybody who is watching something like this probably knows the deal at this point. Oh, I should just show them into the, I should shove them into the pit at this point, shouldn't I? Am I in default level? Yes, this is default difficulty, but you can't have any difficulty lower than 4 for this level, so I am basically, like, on high difficulty whether I want to be or not at this point. I do have a really good, like, strength potion thing right now that I should take advantage of, so let me do that real fast. I'm going to air horn that guy into the pit. There we go. Alright, this isn't looking too great. Probably better get out of here. Walk through the fire to do that. Not a problem. Alright, this guy's going to follow me up the corridor if he does anything, so I can hang back here, put down the totem. Does anyone know a good guide to unlock the secret levels? I'm sure they're out there somewhere. I'm sure there's plenty on YouTube. I haven't done any of that stuff myself. I haven't progressed really past finishing default difficulty that we did on stream Wednesday. Swiftness potion will do. Let's get in here and apply the pit strats. Okay, he's not gone in. But that's fine. We'll wait for the horn to refresh. 2 for 1. Yes. That's great. Let's go. I always just come back here and refresh the totem anyway, even if I don't need to. Yes, air horn strats are really good here, which is good for me because the only other thing I can do is punch. So, I guess I'm doing it. I also want to wait for the potions to regen every now and again, just so I can get that surprise gift potion, but I don't want that to be super boring. So I might skip ahead with that every so often. But I might also just talk to the chat, play it safe. If we get arrow bundles, I'm just going to go for it. So, get out of here. Air horn strats! You can't stop me! Alright, you. Get out of here. Oh, that guy didn't even move. What? Barely even moved. I love the way they move in slow motion. This must be like one of those movies. You know those movies where, like, it's the Flash or Quicksilver or whoever from, like, in X-Men 2 where he's running around the room and everyone else is moving really slow and he's moving normal speed? That's basically what that is. Hey, Boz, how you doing, man? You come along to witness this absurdity. The Barefist Steve playthrough continues. Observe the way of the Barefist Steve. Must use your environment around you like any good ninja. Get out of here. I love it. Love it so much. Alright, we are through this first section. This whole thing looks like a weird key. I feel like that's just the layout of these kind of castle things in general. Right. You're next for the pit. Alright, we've got to have him slightly closer to the edge than that. So, whoop, there we go. Okay, our first Royal Guard. I think we're probably going to put him in the pit as well if we possibly can. So let's stick close to the edge here. And whoop, off you go, man. Yeah! Perfect. A fitting end for such a loyal guard. There we go. Pit strats. This would be the next tier of difficulty of this challenge for me. Yeah, I mean... bring it on. Bring it on. I love the fact that this is basically making the lowest difficulty in the game the hardest experience. There's very little you can do to upgrade yourself at this point. Except just, like, grind for levels continuously. Which I might end up doing later in the stream, because I will die. Reminds you of Villager News Pit of Death? Well, that's, apt, I suppose. This is Illager News Pit of Death. As in, you're going in right now. I do like the fact that I can't walk in there as well. Like, I could dodge roll in there, but that's why I don't dodge roll. Is this my idea? I mean, this is basically all stuff I've come up with in the last couple of days, yeah. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Okay, this is another fun thing. If they're standing on the edges of blocks like that, if it's a melee mob, sometimes you can hit them, but they can't hit you, which is another crazy strategy I found with the Royal Guards. Especially when you've got TNT on your head. They seem to think they can hit the TNT and not you. This run is actual hardcore. I mean, this is kind of, yeah, it's a hardcore playthrough. We'll say that. We'll say that. Once again, you can do exclamation point rules in the chat if you're interested in knowing what the rules are. I did mention at the start of the stream, for those of you who weren't here already, there is one addition to the rules that I will make if we encounter any artifacts, not any artifacts, any weapons that are Barefist gloves that you can use to attack, because those do exist. I've seen them in other people's playthroughs. However, I don't think they turn up until later in the game. I don't think they turn up until adventure difficulty. I was talking to Japper from the Mojang team about this on Twitter, and he said he doesn't think they pop up until you do Soggy Swamp on adventure difficulty. So, we are going to just have to keep punching, I guess. Which is going pretty well for me so far, I have to say. And believe me, this looks a little bit easier than it is. Especially when you've got 4 pillagers shooting at you with crossbows. Yeah, I think we need to leave. It's getting a little hot in there. The fire zone is real. But yeah, I've called this the Barefist Steve Challenge, or Way of the Barefist Steve. So if you feel like doing this yourself, you are more than welcome. I would actually really... There we go, we died. And the TNT gets to blow the rest of them up. So I would love to hear if anybody else decides to do this. Which I doubt anybody will, but just in case you feel like it, start a fresh character. It doesn't have to be Steve, but Steve feels like the meme. And give it a try. Yeah, I just let it get a little bit too active there in the middle with all the crossbow guys. Could have done a better job at separating them out. Like right here, for example. These guys on the upper level can't shoot me. So the only real threat is this guy here until the Vindicators come in, at which point we have to leave. the Mad Lad strats, yes. Oh, he dodged the corner. All right. One more try. The good thing about the air horn as well is it slows them down. So you have a little bit more time to like reposition yourself and strategize. Totally doing this after I beat the game on default. Give it a try. It's fun. I'll show you some of the other levels as well. I tell you, the ones that are really tough are the ones where you have to beat a boss battle. Specifically, Soggy Swamp, because of the Cauldron boss. And the Desert Temple with the Undead boss at the end is... Oh, that was rough. That took me 2 hours to do that level. Not least because there's also an ambush. But I think the boss alone took me like 1 hour and 20 minutes. The artifact on the B slot is a Totem of Regeneration. Junior Gamer is asking if I have thorns on my armor. No, the only armor enchantments I have are Surprise Gift and Cooldown. I don't think thorns was an option, but even if it was, Surprise Gift gets me like potions and stuff, which is very useful, and Cooldown lets me use the artifacts like really effectively. Like I can use some of these artifacts again before their effects have worn off in some cases, which is super useful. I might actually be able to pit this guy over here on the right. I've not tried. But this level is full of stuff like that. You can also, if you're using the air horn, you can get the enemies like stuck on some parts of the level. But I've not really tried doing that because it kind of requires you to finesse it, and I'm not very good at that. Alright, those guys are done. Just you. Man, if you go back to punching normal speed, this is just the slowest thing in the world. The thing that makes the blue shockwave is called the air horn. You get it, like, after you beat one of the early levels. The Wandering Trader sells it to you. Alright, well, that is something we could potentially exploit, but unfortunately, yeah. So here is a fun strat with the Royal Guards that I've noticed. We're going to try and get him to follow me up here. And then watch this. He just kind of, like, gets stuck up there. And now he can't attack me. He looks like he's attacking me, but he's not. Like, you'll see I'm not taking any damage. I would die in 3 hits to this guy normally, but now I can take him out. And I thought that was because he was, like, treating the TNT on your head as a hitbox. He's not. Apparently you can just do this anyway. So, yeah, this is how I take out all the Royal Guards if there's no pit handy. This is absurd, but it works, so I'll do it. While we still have the strength potion, I will do that too. Hey, Robust White Wolf, welcome along. Get in the pit. Enchanters are the worst. They are the worst thing to happen to me right now, especially while we're doing this strat. So, how much this game cost? $20, $30 if you want the Hero Edition that comes with the 2 DLCs. They announced the name of the first DLC today. It's going to be a jungle-themed thing. And they also have a snow-themed one coming at some point towards the end of the year. And if it's anything like this game, it will be a lot of fun. It looks like it's just going to be a couple more levels, maybe like a short extension to the story. But it's just going to be some more fun to add into what we already have. So yeah, if those had been enchanted Royal Guards, that would have been awful. Also, these guys will, like, attempt to hit you with a book. They don't actually do any damage, I've discovered. And I only know that because they're moving slow enough that I can see exactly when they would hit me. And because I'm doing damage slowly enough. Okay, so this is the first ambush. This is the point where potentially we're going to have to pit a lot of enemies and then deal with a lot of crossbow people. So this is potentially going to be one of the points where we have to do something else. This is the point where I'll potentially, like, bottle it. But once you walk in here, you try and go up the stairs, you try and go through here, you can't roll through it. Arch-Illager comes up and summons a bunch of dudes. So at this point, I have to be very careful, and hopefully some of them are going to run at me, which this guy is. So we can just casually hit him. The problem with this, once again, is going to be the enchanters. Of which there will be several later. They do spawn in several waves, but it's not like I really noticed that because I'm too busy trying to get all these guys into the pit. That was a 3-fer. Did you see that? Oh, baby, a triple. Mum, get the camera. Bluey and Queenie hosting. Thank you so much for the host. Is that a raid coming in? Hey, the raid is here. Welcome along, folks. Hello. Welcome to the most absurd Minecraft Dungeons run you will ever see. My name is Pixelriffs. I'm a Minecraft YouTuber and streamer, and today we're playing Minecraft Dungeons, where my goal is to defeat the entirety of the Minecraft Dungeons campaign on default difficulty without using weapons. I have no bow, I have no sword. The whole concept of this run is that it is a no weapons run. You have to use your fists, you punch enemies, and you try not to die. This is working out well for me so far. Let's see how it goes for the rest of the stream, though. Right now, we're mostly using this pit so we can dispose of some of the nastier melee enemies. But the crossbow guys will have to deal with differently because they do not run after you in the same way that these guys do. But the air horn is vital. That was 4. Do you see that? We got 4 in a row. You can do exclamation point challenge and exclamation point rules in the chat to learn more about this. I've come up with this basically over the last few days. I wanted to see if it was possible to beat Minecraft Dungeons just by punching. It might be. I have not yet got to the point where I can try and fight the final boss because we need to get there first. But these Royal Guards, thankfully, are super easy to deal with if you have a pit handy. So let's do it. Heyo! Nice! And this guy, it looks like, is already stuck on the edge, so we'll just help him over. Let's generate a strength potion. Oh, hi. You're here. You can, if you want to, actually defeat those guys legit if you have the Death Cap Mushroom and like a decent beacon setup, like a totem setup. Tom Chronic, thank you for the 100 bits. Jazz Bears, thank you for the 200. So this is how you beat them. Okay, I was going to try and beat them legit. Like, you can air horn them to stun them a little bit. It'll slow them down, and then you can, if you have a strength potion and this regen totem, you can usually just keep repeatedly slowing them down and hitting them, and it works quite well, but it's tough. Lazy Bones, 100 bits to buy band-aids for your knuckles. Thank you. I will need them after this. As I said earlier on Twitter, when all you have is fists, everything looks like a tree. Yes, we got another strength potion. Okay, let's press the advantage. I need to get the mushroom on fast. There we go. Alright. Be able to do a little bit of damage to that guy, but then we need to step back for the Royal Guard. Those guys pack a real punch, let me tell you. Anyone else kind of wish they'd put my corrupted beacons into a Minecraft mod or data pack for combat? I mean, maybe. I'm sure somebody will come up with a data pack for it soon. Modding community is like that. They see a good idea and they will pounce on it. Thank you, Lindis. I'm having a bit of fun here. I'm not taking it too seriously, but I kind of am at the same time. So thank you. Hertz! Great playing with you the other day, man. Thank you so much for the 3 months. Yeah, Hertz and I teamed up with the Hot Dish and Minnesota Tods the other day when Dish was on the front page. Very exciting times. Really happy for Dish, too. She deserves a little bit more love from the Twitch these days. This is my main problem here. This is the big problem about this whole area, is that the crossbow guys are not going to play ball. They're all just going to hang around over there. Although, this does look like it, which means we haven't spawned any enchanters, which is the best case scenario for this level. They are campers, exactly, yeah. You were amazing, Hertz. You were better than I was. I'm like level 33 with my main character, which means I was not doing anywhere near the amount of damage that Dish and Toz were, so... Alright, we have successfully separated some of the crossbowmen out. Let's press the advantage. Get that Death Cap Mushroom on the go. Refresh that beacon. Hopefully get a strength potion. Yes, alright. Okay, that's the problem, though. That's the kill zone right there. Bullet Corridor. Eventually, they do start to try and make their way around the side of this pillar. And I think at that point, I might be able to, like, shuffle some of them into this room. Oh. These guys are a pain, though. I think the best thing to do here, actually, is going to be to run around them and air horn from the other side, but that's kind of risky. It doesn't really leave me with anywhere to go, but then it does get them out into the room here, at which point I can potentially either put them in the pit or pick them up one by one. Like that. Okay, that's one guy. I can isolate this guy. Take a potion. Keep spamming that attack. Thankfully, you can just hold down to attack in this game. If you had to physically hit the button every time, it would not work out for me. I would not be doing this. But thankfully, the Minecraft Dungeons devs know what they're doing. Right? Okay, that's one more down. They do kind of stand stationary the rest of the time, so I think we could successfully put more of these guys in the pit than I was thinking initially. Which does save an awful lot of time. I think it took me, like, close to an hour to get to this point before, because, I mean, I kept dying, but... That guy's going to shoot me real slowly, and I will dodge, haha! Except I didn't really. Alright, Shadow Brew, yes, best case scenario. Let's see what we got. Let's damage a few more of these guys. Oh, wow, there's like a huge cluster of them over by the door. I did not see that. Hopefully that does not contain any enchanters. Bit of a shame the mobs don't push each other. I know, yeah. I feel like the mob collision from regular Minecraft would be very, very useful to me here. But it is not, so we press on. You can kind of push them a little bit yourself, but I don't want to stand next to that guy for long enough to actually do that. Alright, here they come, and horn! There we go. I think we can probably just take this guy out physically. We don't need to worry about... Oh, yes, some more TNT. Beautiful. I wonder if it stops generating TNT if you have, like, the maximum amount of TNT, or if it's still going to do it and you just can't, like, put it on your head. Because if it still gave you TNT, then that would actually give me, like, a nice excuse to use some of this TNT if we get, like... What is the maximum amount? Do we know? The red ring around my character is this, Totem of Shielding. Totem of Regeneration that I have. Not Shielding. And every time I use that, it generates, like, a healing radius that I can just stand in and regain health, which is very useful because the cooldown on health potions is, like, 30 seconds. The TNT randomly drops from enemies, which is why I'm allowed to use it for this challenge. Never seen more than 3 on someone's head at once. Yeah. I think the maximum is 3. What I would like to know is, like, is it a game maximum, or is it... Like, does it cap it, and am I still allowed to generate TNT from mobs at that point? I like the way that guy was swinging at me as he went down. Sugar, he is going down swinging. Yeah, see, if you hit them enough, you can kind of stun lock them a little bit, and that allows you to... Oh, there's some TNT down there as well. Oh, when we threw one guy into the pit, he must have dropped that. I can't get it there. That's a shame. I think I may have... air-horned a few of those Vindicators onto places around the parapet there. Okay, 3 out of 4 is not bad. 3 out of 4 is not bad. We'll cycle around. We'll generate another potion. Yes, another Shadow Brew. Great. Hup. Alright, you're going in. We'll take the Shadow Brew. Hit the Mushroom. Do a ton of damage to this guy. Knock those guys back a little bit and run around. Let's see who else is over here. I don't think we have any enchanters. That's phenomenal. Fantastic news. I'm kind of annoyed that we've already died once, because no deaths at this point and no enchanters there would be incredible. How do the potions generate? I have a enchantment on my armor called Surprise Gift. Every time I drink a potion, every time I drink a health potion, it gives me random consumables, which is either strength potions, shadow brews, swiftness potions, or a bundle of arrows that is obviously useless to me in this playthrough. But if you level it up one more time, it sometimes generates 2. Like, it has a small chance to generate 2 potions, which would be really useful to me if it was a shadow brew and a strength potion, because those are the 2 I need. If I completed this game normally before this challenge, of course. I wouldn't play through this game, like, on a challenge run my first time. I know sometimes people do that with shadow runs. I've been listening to a Shadowrun podcast, so speed runs is what I'm saying. If people do that with speed runs sometimes, when they just, like, want to learn a new game, and they've heard, like, a certain game is fun to speed run, but, you know, I think I'm going to use TNT here. Part of me doesn't want to do it, but I think TNT is the right move. It's certainly going to get us through this area a little bit faster. None of those guys are hitting me, by the way. They're shooting me, not hitting me. Alright, that should take care of basically all of them, except that one on the end. He's very confused about what just happened. We stun him, we set up the beacon radius, and this is the last guy we have to kill before we move on. That worked out very well for me. Last time around, I died twice at this point, and yeah, it did take me a very, very long time. So I just had to refresh all my artifacts twice. The gate is down! Folks, we did it! Oh, if only that was the final boss. Apparently, it is not, from what I understand of this level. There is also some stuff down here, which is probably going to run at us. Yep. And here we get some enchanted enemies. Okay, well, pit you. And that guy's super slow right now. Okay, he is just enchanted. He's not like, he's not from an enchanter. He is just an enchanted mob. Well, that's fine. We can lure him over to this pit over here. The cool thing about this level is it is contiguous. So you can basically backtrack to anywhere you've cleared very easily. There's only a couple of points at which the level stops. And there's, like, underground sections. Bye! TNT is OP. There should be a feature where the villagers have a chance to run away from it. Yeah, I mean, TNT is OP for this challenge. In the course of a regular game, it's pretty well balanced, I think. Especially in, like, higher difficulties from what I've seen. Alright, you guys stand over there. Dang it. Okay, we'll lure them over to the pit. We'll do the same thing. Just gonna stand in this beacon for a second, and we're off. Alright, lads, this way. Usually use TNT to explode your girlfriend with it. Well, that's definitely OP. Nice. Twofer. Very good. Oh, I've been playing this game like this for too long. I've kind of forgotten what it's like to actually play with weapons. The way of the Barefist Steve has taken over. Alright, you're for it now. Get wrecked! Steve is coming for you with his fists of fury! Oh, his slightly less furious fists now, but they're still pretty powerful, actually. Try it. Okay, yeah, gotta retreat here. Getting a little bit too dangerous in there. This guy, though. Oh, this guy. The slow death. The burning aura so, like, definitely helps. I don't do something with the channel points because I'm not creative and I can't think of things. Is there anything around here? Like, there's no rewards, really, at the end of any of these corridors, I've found. When I play through this level legit, like, the normal way, you don't really find a great deal of chests at the end of the corridors, from what I've seen. Maybe you get those in later difficulties or something, but I go around here, there's nothing. There's a staircase down to nothing. This looks so fun, as wondering whether to get it or not. Payday treat, yes. Definitely worth it, in my opinion. You can have a lot of fun with this game, and mostly just use weapons. Alright, supply chest. Perfect. There's also a lever there, which looks like you can get in and out somewhere, but I do not know how to do that. So we're going to leave it anyway. It's not really relevant to this playthrough. And here at this point we go outside, and this is where the fun begins, because we have to get this key all the way over there, and there are a lot of mobs in between. So we get to fight some zombies. Luckily the zombies are very predictable and also very slow. So all we need to do is set up our usual regeneration aura over here. One of them even got stuck on that coal fire, look. And then just attack, and attack. Blow the horn occasionally to slow their attacks down, because they do still do some damage. And that guy gave us a strength potion. Great. Alright, come here, you. You as well. Let's get some of the tougher ones over here with us, so we can make good use of this strength potion. The spider might be an issue. Take out those guys. Let's drink a potion. A shadow brew. Great. And right, the spider's taken care of. That's good. That's good. Nice. That went well. That went very well. Again, we are still only punching. This is an incredible level of progress, considering we're only punching. We haven't even been live an hour, and already I'm back to where I was before. Basically, you get to the other side of this with the key, and it unlocks the kind of feasting hall. There is a well in this courtyard that you can go down that bypasses it, but I can't remember what's down there, and I think it will kill me. So I'm not going to risk it. Instead, I'm going to slowly make my way through this courtyard, chugging strength potions and messing with zombies. I love when you get to stun lock these guys, though. It's the best. Yes, yes, come at me. Oh, we got a crossbow. Great. More free emeralds for me. Weapons need to be salvaged at the earliest opportunity, so just so we don't accidentally equip them or something. Am I going to complete this game by punching? I'm going to try. I'm certainly going to try. I've done every other level up till this point. You cannot reach this level without beating the other levels first, and believe me when I say I've done every single one of them by punching. I have got video evidence of this. And the other levels are probably going to make it into a compilation video that I will do at some point, but I could just upload the entire thing unedited if I thought anybody would watch it. I didn't commentate at all while I was playing it. I was playing it basically like casually off mic. Oh wow, that's a lot of guys. Take out as many as we can while we're here. Whoa, okay, that's like one then. Great. One is enough. I'll head back here to where this key is having a nap and disturb it briefly. Luckily that strength potion hung around for ages. I think they have like a 30-second duration, which is actually really good. And the cooldown thing on my armor, the cooldown enchantment, basically means I can re-up that Totem of Regeneration as soon as it expires, which is vital to my success. Oh, hey, a mace! Scrap that as well. Am I allowed to use the Harvester artifact? No, it's a magical weapon and deals far too much damage, so I've disallowed it. Same with the Corrupted Beacon. Physical artifacts that allow you to like manipulate your surroundings a little bit, or enhance your natural abilities.
Well, that's just
are the only ones I'm allowing. Pets are allowed as well, but I'm not really using them. Foiled again, thank you so much for that Twitch Prime sub for 3 months. Appreciate the resub, hope you're having a good day. To be fair, who doesn't want to punch stuff these days? I mean, you're not wrong. Kylania finally catching a live stream. Yeah, I decided to throw up a live stream today because this was just too ludicrous not to share with you guys. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you for stopping by. If it's your first time here, welcome in. We leveled up. Amazing. I only need to get one more level, and then I can upgrade Surprise Gift to level 3. And then we will have the ultimate form of this armor. Which will be very good. I like how I'm punching so fast that sometimes when I, like, use my artifacts, then the sound just doesn't even happen. Punching faster than the speed of sound. Yes, this is the only punching run. I decided to bring it to Twitch because playing this off camera felt like a missed opportunity. I was recording all of the other stuff I've done, but yeah, I just wanted to share this with you guys because it's slightly mad. Thank you again if you stuck around from Bluey and Queenie's raid earlier. I appreciate you guys very much. Alright, we're good, and we're stuck. No, 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 dodge roll. Yes, okay, we're good. We got out. Whew. Oh, that was close. That was almost death number 2. Once again, we're probably not going to finish this level. Like, I would love to, but I have a feeling there are some parts of this level later that are going to go very badly for me. And if we do that, then we'll go to a different level, and I'll show you what the rest of this looks like. I mean, spoiler alert, it's more of this, but at least you'll get to see me succeed at something on this stream, which is kind of the fun part of streams most of the time. I don't know, some people come for the fails. It's probably why they're watching me. Still, I think we're doing pretty well. The clutch roll, I know, right? The problem is spiders pin you down. If there are that many enemies around you, then it sucks. If it's just spiders, I can normally do okay, but yeah, the spider being over there is a problem. The other thing is we have to defeat all of these enemies physically because there is no real, like, pitfall here. I have a feeling if we get to that final, like... Basically, this level ends with an ambush. And then, spoilers, the Arch-Illager runs away, and you have to fight him on, like, a separate level. So if we got to that level, I would be, like... I'd be super happy. But this level ends with an ambush. There is a pit in that room. So I have a feeling we're going to spend most of our time just, like, strategically air-horning stuff into pits. Spiders have been upgraded from an annoyance to a potential run ender. Basically, yes. Occasionally you can dodge that guy's attack because he swings, like, really emphatically. But I'm not going to chance it because there's too many other guys around me. Can you salvage arrows? No, unfortunately. The arrows just disappear if I pick them up because I have no bow. I do love the fact that it allows you to unequip gear. Like, that's the whole reason this run is possible. And while we're here, I guess, I want to give a massive thank you to the Minecraft Dungeons team for making a spectacularly fun game. Like, I haven't been paid to play this. I haven't been paid to say this. It's a really, really fun little game. And, I mean, it could have done some interesting stuff with the format. It could have done, like, some very Minecraft-centric things with the format. Instead, they chose to deliver what I think is a really, really cute and fun dungeon crawler. I think there's a lot of people out there criticizing them for, like, not reinventing the wheel. But I feel like this wheel rolls for a reason, you know? I only recently discovered your channel on YouTube and I've already seen a ton of your videos. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm glad you could make it to the stream as well. Welcome along. Alright, Strength Potion is going to be great for this guy. He's going to attack me real slowly, and that's going to be a bad thing for him. We've got him stun-locked. Almost. There we go. Alright, so my regen beacon dies down, and... what else is up here? It's actually looking pretty quiet. I'm very pleased. There is a spider around here somewhere, I just don't know where. I think he's up at the top of the stairs right now. How long have I been playing Dungeons? Since Tuesday, since it came out, like the full release. I didn't get a an early access copy. I did play the beta, actually, but obviously the beta like ran out at a certain point. I wasn't playing it like really all that much between the first release of the beta and now. Man, it takes ages to kill these guys, but it's so funny. There we go. Who's next? Probably a dumb question, but wouldn't gauntlets kind of be considered hands? If I find an artifact that enhances the fists, but still lets me punch like this, I'm allowing myself to use it after I've completed default difficulty. Because I don't think they show up until adventure difficulty anyway. But I do want to see if we can get really far in adventure difficulty as well, and if we will definitely need some sort of artifact to do that, or some sort of like melee weapon to do that. But I feel like that's kind of in the spirit of the run still, you know? It's kind of in the spirit of the challenge, if we are still using the same type of attack style. And if it means we can continue how ludicrous this whole thing is, then I'm more than up for it. I think that will be really fun. Okay, we need to back away here. That's getting a little dicey. Anytime I drop below half health, I need to, like, reconsider the situation I'm in. To reconsider my life choices in general, though. You know that serious dedication advancement in regular Minecraft? That, but with this. Yes. Strength potion, lad. You're going down. The Fire Trail enchantment and the Zap enchantment, I feel like aren't really in the spirit of the challenge. I didn't really go into that in the rules because that's kind of like minutia, but any like enchanted rolls I've decided not to use because then I'd just be rolling around everywhere, and that also means I'm more likely to just roll off stuff because I'm actually kind of terrible at spatial awareness when I'm rolling in this game. I just want to punch stuff. It feels very Minecraft to just punch things. This is how you get started in every Minecraft game. How do you deal with necromancers? Because even with weapons, they're very tedious mobs to kill. Are they the ones in the desert temple that just spawn a ton of other mobs around them? I had a very hard time with those. There are a couple that you can just run past, and a couple that you can just hurl into a pit using the air horn. So basically I did that. How on earth are you meant to kill bosses with 500 HP with 500 fists? Punch them 500 times. Or 250 times if you have a potion of strength. But as you can see, it is quite easy to punch stuff fast if you have a death cap mushroom, so that is what I've been doing. There are a couple of other really interesting strategies for some of those bosses. In particular, the redstone monstrosity you can just defeat with the stuff that's in the arena, so I didn't hit that guy once. But then that's the intended way to kill that boss, basically, so I figured I would just do it that way, and it made more sense. Okay, thank goodness that heavy attack guy is done, and we can get back in the beacon heal. Having a regen is nice too. Have I played Overwatch before? I've not, no. Have I released episode Survival Guide episode 302? No, it's probably going to come out next week at this point. I've been enjoying dungeons more than I expected to, and doing silly stuff like this. So obviously, my regular YouTube content is going to continue, but I'm going to do some more stuff next week. I probably won't make too many more videos about dungeons, because I feel like this is it. There is another challenge playthrough I would like to try, but it's easier than this one. The kind of light version of this, I guess, if you don't want to just punch stuff, is what I'm calling the Minecraft Steve challenge, which is you have to only use gear that you can find in normal Minecraft. So, like, none of the kind of scatter crossbows and all of that stuff, like the basic, you get to have a pickaxe, a sword, there's a diamond pickaxe and a diamond sword that are also weapons. A crossbow, a bow, you can use the firework arrow because fireworks can be fired in Minecraft. Like, I think there is scope for only using gear that is actually an item in Minecraft itself for, like, a playthrough of this, and scrapping everything else. Armor is kind of a questionable element of that. I'm not sure how to classify, like, there is no, like, diamond armor, or if there is, then I haven't found it. And it's entirely possible that one does exist somewhere, because, you know, they put in a diamond sword and everything. But, oh, that's not great. There we go. Yes, we got some more TNT. Excellent news. And that zombie nearly killed me. So I'm going to go over here and eat this apple, thank you. An apple thank you is like an apple turnover. Yeah, so I was kind of thinking if you get the armor enchantments that are like protection and stuff as well, like you can use those for the Minecraft Steve playthrough because those exist in Minecraft also, you know? Do I find this boring? It's actually pretty fun. I found it very relaxing to do this all day. If you find this boring, then feel free to click away. Like, it's all good. I understand this is not going to be for everyone. Get out of here, spider. Can't touch me. Nice. Addicted Space said, had to go, but wish you luck and have a great day. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. If you don't find it boring, then great. Please do stick around. I'm having a lot of fun with this. There's a few guys up here that I want to take care of as well. But if we go and pick up the key now, and by the way, there is like nobody here, which is great. I'm going to use the mushroom to increase my speed a little bit. Once we pick up the key, you'll find that Vindicators start spawning over here. So we'll probably have to deal with this guy. Actually dodged his attack there, which is kind of nice. But I think the air horn actually displaces the key off your back as well. So we might get a couple more of those guys spawning as we come up here. Yep, thought so. At least they are there permanently. And now that guy has one, he has the key on his back. So it's not like they respawn every time. I tell you what would actually be great for this playthrough, and it could be one other way of completing this challenge, is having the bow or any like artifact or enchantment that allows you to convert mobs to your side. So like the confusion enchantment or whatever it's called, that lets you or enraged, I think it's called, something like that. Right, let's throw on the boots real fast, and let's see if we can... I managed to do this before. I think I might have done it with a potion of swiftness as well, but if I use the boots of swiftness and the mushroom, I should be able to get most of the way over here. And the boots thankfully have like a really short cooldown, so I can just pop the key in the door. Except I think the guy got to him. I think I got hit somewhere in all of that. Oh, there he is. Hello. Alright, we'll deal with these guys then. I thought I still had him on me. I guess I didn't. Alright, this is going to be slightly different because I don't have the air horn, so we're going to run back through here for a second to give me a little bit of space so I can re-equip it. Dang it. Okay, I messed that up a little bit. Thankfully, it doesn't look like they are pursuing me right now. The quick equip never puts it in the right slot for me, which is kind of annoying. But the air horn is kind of crucial to this because it slows them down enough so you can stun them and then you don't take damage. Shadow Brew, yes. Okay, let's do this. Do I still have my wife's first Minecraft world? I think I do, yes. It's on my old computer, though. Alright, we're just going to beat this guy for a second, so bear with me. Once he swings, we can just rejuvenate that. Get the regeneration circle back. There we go. Wasted the shadow form, unfortunately, but there we go. This guy is back, and there's probably still a few pillagers up here, but we might be able to sneak past them. This is now a stealth mission. Alright, just one guy over there. Use the air horn on him. Oh no, he hit the key. Okay, well, we can still take the key There, perfect. I'm still going to clear out this area because we are now at the point where I died last time I did this. And it's because this next room is full of Vindicators, and it's a very, very short corridor that they're in, so they're very difficult to handle. And I want to make sure that I can potentially bring them out here, outrun some of them. There we go. Partied up with Gibbet yesterday and we discovered ludicrous speed. Oh, have you, I was wondering actually, like, how fast it is possible to travel, like, when you have, like, the best speed accessories and, like, all of the speed enchantment that you can get as well. Like, that's super fun. I need to place this Totem of Regeneration better. Okay, we've got a Strength Potion here. I might actually spawn a couple of potions out here so that I can rely on them if I need to fall back. Yeah, stacking as many things as possible. I wonder how fast that actually is. I wish there was a way of testing it, but obviously this game doesn't really have the sandbox element that regular Minecraft does, so kind of difficult to tell. Alright, come on down. May as well clear you guys out as well in case you become a problem. The cheese! I think this is entirely cheese strats, so not surprising anybody with that. Okay, we've got a Shadow Brew there, that's nice. That one came from a zombie. Of course it's more arrows. I'm only trying to set up a strategy here. Give me the mushroom. Okay, that's not great. Need to leave. Set up a beacon over here. Stun you. Wait to get a bit more health back. Give them the runaround. I do like that the player can outrun most stuff here. It kind of makes this whole run possible. There we go. Keep that guy in the center. The crossbow guy is going to be a problem in a minute. I'm going to keep that strength potion as well until I potentially need it. Right, you. Get out of here. We've got him stuck. He's trying to run away and he can't. Excellent. Okay, I think that should be alright. We probably have a couple of mobs still up here. Yeah, there's a couple of spiders. They're mostly okay. Watch until one of them kills me, right? Why do the zombies manage to deal more damage to you than the pillagers before you kill them? Mostly because I let them hit me. And the pillagers tend to get stunned a little bit more easily. JLX Stark, thank you so much for that 2-month resub. Appreciate you sticking around. Supporting your boy. Arrow bundle. Okay, it's fine that it's up here then. The cool thing about spiders is that once they've pinned you down, they just run at you, so you can hit them more easily. And they're usually not dealing a huge amount of damage, so... Oh wow, there's more stuff over here. I did not realise. I didn't realise there's more level. When you're ready. No, when I'm ready. Sometimes the Vindicators can get stun locked as well, which is kind of helpful. Nice! Is this overall a good game? Should you buy it? I think so. I think it's fantastic fun. And right now we are trying to do a bit of a Mimi challenge run of it, but the regular game is so much more fast-paced and fun than this. That Vindicator's just like stuck on a post down there, so we can leave him there for a minute. Oh, he caught up. Okay, fair enough. I'll just take a potion mid-fight. Didn't even to use the horn that time. Alright, one more crossbowman to deal with. Oh no, 2. I lied. I didn't lie, I just didn't know. Banjo-Kazooie noises. It's all a little bit Crash Bandicoot right now with all the TNT stacked on my head. Alright, with that guy done, I think this whole area is clear now. I think. Which means we can go in here and attempt the bit that killed me last time. Have I seen Lego Minecraft dungeons? I have not. Is there Lego? Alright, why can I not use a health potion? Have I run out of health potions? I didn't know you could run out of health potions. That's a problem. Hello? Wait a second. Wait a second. There must be a way to refresh that. This well. I think this is the well you go down into. Okay, you can't leave. I just set that whole area up and I can't leave. And I have no health potions. I've run out of health potions. I did not know you could run out of health potions. Maybe it's because there are 3 on the floor. No, I've had much more than 3. And the potions that it spawns there are like random. They're like extra things. Well, we're gonna have to play this very differently. Enjoy me running away from everything. Because that is what I will have to do now. Okay, this is not a helpful layout. But I guess we go this way? Oh, that's what that is. Okay, we're here. Destroy the buffet. Oh, okay, so we are now on the opposite side. Let's just throw the TNT now. Great. Okay, that's dealt with most of them. Yeah, I have no way of healing aside from this now, so we are going to be doing some interesting strats. Can't imagine why they would put a cap on those. I mean, in case somebody does something ludicrous like this. Unfortunately, that means I can't use my surprise gift anymore. Which is kind of one of the cornerstones of my whole strategy here. And is going to make it very difficult to defeat the ambush at the end of the level. But we will try our best. And maybe if I die, I get more potions. I'm kind of hoping that is the case because I'm fairly certain I will now die. Okay, right. Get out of here. And I can probably get pretty far like this, but they don't drop. Okay, this is another one of those weird situations. Okay, I've died. Occasionally I just get stuck. I don't know if anyone else has found this, or if it... Yeah, thank goodness I have potions again. I don't know if anyone else has found this, or if it's just a case of, like, the terrain being weird, and you get sandwiched between 2 mobs, or something like that, but occasionally I have found that, I just get stuck in place and I can't move. And it's not because there's a spider or anything that, like, there usually is. It's not like an enemy has done it. It's like I'm getting attacked by stuff and then I just get frozen in place. And sometimes I can roll out of it and sometimes I can't. I think it is probably just a combination of, like, just getting stuck on certain points of the terrain and, like, the mobs I'm fighting attacking me too fast or something. But, like, the player can't really get stunned in the same way. So I'm kind of annoyed by that. But hey, good news is we have health potions back. So I may actually be able to complete this level now. Does that mean, like, if we hadn't died initially, I might have had to take a couple of, like, tactical deaths. That is new information to me. I need to get back into, like, a place where I can siphon them off one at a time here. This is, like, choke points is what I need. It's choke points. Okay, you first. Much easier to deal with these guys one at a time. Or 2 at a time, that works too. Come on, lad. Up you come. Don't be shy. Everyone's a winner. There we go. Hate when the game glitches and you die. I mean, that can happen too. Okay, so underground is actually not a bad strategy because you can just run away from everything down there, it seems like. So we have to destroy the buffet. Yeah, we know this. Alright. Didn't use the air horn well that time, but that's fine because now we have. Now we're back to doing 1 damage per hit. Good. Anything down here? No, good, okay. Royal Guards are now the problem, because I think there's a couple of them in this area. Okay, those are the tables we need to flip. Very nice. Thanks for the arrow bundle, I guess. Arrow bundles are the bane of my existence now. Very good. Try and siphon them off one at a time here. Hey, that's not too bad. By the way, when drops appear on the map like that, they don't seem to have any kind of, like, despawn timer. It's not like regular items in Minecraft. So you can, in theory, leave them there for as long as you need to, if you want to come back to certain areas and backtrack. Which I, thankfully, don't need to do. Taking advantage of that double regen, and it's still not enough. Nice. Okay, we've done well. I think one Vindicator over there is on the table because I put him there with the air horn. And now he doesn't know what to do about that. You having fun up there, mate? He literally cannot see me. His whole world is that table now. Look at this. He can't actually leave the table, and he doesn't know I'm there. That's so great. Oh, Minecraft, you weird thing. Alright, up here, I guess? Whoa, alright. Okay, there's a ton of enchanters up there as well. It's my worst nightmare at this stage. Right, let's create choke points. Whittle them down. Try and get to an area where we can air horn all of them. And take them out one at a time. Oh, this is dicey. This is dicey. If I can get away a certain amount, some of them aren't going to follow me. Yeah, there we go. So now we're only dealing with 2. Oh, and there's more chefs here. I made a terrible mistake. Guess we're dealing with chefs now. Man, I wish I had a strength potion. Wish I had a strength potion for this. Hoping I can get to the point where I can just leave some of them here and not worry about it. But that is not this day. Okay, nearly 2 of them done. One more hit on that guy. Yes. How y'all doing in the chat? Hope you're all enjoying this ludicrous mess. I need to get back in my regen radius. There we go. If these guys do a ton of damage at a time, thankfully we can just keep slowing them down. Keep re-upping this regen. Stand at the back here if we need to recover a little bit more. This is actually rather interesting. I'm glad you're finding it fun. Because Because if we make it to the end of this level, I'm going to be very surprised. But at least if we do that, then we've done it. You know? And we've done it on stream, no less. That's my comfort zone right there. Is being able to do 2 damage at a time. Imagine how quickly we'd have done this. Like, we've been streaming for an hour and 22 minutes now. Imagine if I hadn't beaten this level with, like, normal weapons and stuff in an hour and 22 minutes. On difficulty level 4 in default. 2 seconds of strength left, and we used them well. Very good. Oh, that goes off his table now. Oh, shame. I think I may have hit him off with the air horn, actually. Supposed to be doing last day of schoolwork, but both Junior Gamer and I are mesmerized by this. Well, don't let me stop you from doing important stuff, but thank you for checking out the stream. Put him back. I would try. I would honestly try. Okay. That guy, I do not want enchanted. Yep, there we go. I can only deal with one of these guys at a time, realistically. Because they just do so much damage. There is like an in-between class of Vindicator, in the same way that there's like a zombie with a dagger and a zombie with a sword. That I can, in theory, stun lock. I think I've done it before. But it's not that guy. That guy's got like a double-headed axe. Some TNT would be real nice right about now. You're not wrong. Okay, I definitely need to lure a couple more of these melee fighters down here. Yep, there's one guy there. And then I think the rest of them up there are just enchanters. So if I carry this guy away, and thankfully the enchanters don't like try and move with him. I think from here I can just go and take out the rest of the enchanters. I can make a quick retreat if I'm wrong. Okay, there's one more. There's a couple more Vindicators nearby, it looks like. Be more actively following Hermitcraft now school is over. Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to have more time. The parents are going to have less time probably, but that's a good thing. You get to spend it with your kids. Alright, these guys are no problem because... Oh, that guy actually did attack me. They can do damage with those books. I was wrong. They were just attacking me so slowly before that I guess they just weren't doing any damage. I can't believe those guys actually do melee damage. That's really funny. In my opinion, was the best weapon. I've not seen all the weapons in this game, but it's very tempting to answer fists right about now. Okay. Where are we at? That guy over there in the corner is enchanting 2 people across the room. I'm kind of fine with that. Especially if I can go up here and just, like, take care of him real fast. There we go. And that, pillager over there is just shooting the table in front of him, so I'm also kind of fine with that. Uh-oh, okay, the Royal Guards are here, which is a problem. However, we might be able to reach the throne room. I can't remember if the throne room is... Can we trick you? Can we trick you into, like... No, he's not getting stuck on anything this time. That's kind of a shame. Because if I can retreat into the rest of this level at any point, I want to be able to do that. Also not sure about this corridor. I don't know if there's stuff down here. So, oh no, that is the corridor we were in. Good. Yikes, there's a lot of dudes. Okay, I'm going to try my best just to bring 1 or 2 of them down here at a time. Great, that worked out really well. If it's the Royal Guard, I can probably deal with him slowly, but it will happen. Their attack is just like... It's heavy, but it's super slow. So if you slow them down with the air horn, it is, like, laughably slow at that point, and you can usually do okay. But this is going to be, like, a little bit David and Goliath right here. Ow. helps that occasionally I can just go and reset my position, maybe take a health potion. I would really prefer if he didn't get me cornered, but like, yeah, I can just walk around the rest of this radius while he's flailing at me. Don't remember David using his fists. I mean, yes, but... Alright, I see your point. There we go. Should be fine now, but be careful anyway. Nice. Okay, that's one Royal Guard down. The legit way. Not the cheesy way. The rest of these Vindicators should be no problem. We've only got 2 of them here as well. How that guy just completely whiffed. Thinking of getting Minecraft Dungeons, would I recommend? I would absolutely recommend it. I would not recommend playing it this way. This is a little bit memey. But this is absolutely not how the game was meant to be played. To be honest, I feel like I'm playing this more at the speed you would play normal Minecraft. Considering I'm trying to, like, isolate the mobs and take them on one-on-one. You can't take care of, like, huge amounts of enemies. So if anything, this feels more authentic. That's my excuse, anyway. Hey, fella. Come into my radius of death. Alright, you got your hit in, well done. Oh, I was trying to avoid it that time. You off to bed? Alright, Real Juicy, thanks so much for sticking around, checking out the stream today. Hope you have a good night's sleep. Man, a strength potion would go down real well right about now. Just let me regain my health here. I said let me regain my health. Stompy, calm down. Ow. Having the burning aura on this armor is invaluable, let me tell you. I see Cub this week in the social spawning zombies. I did not, I don't watch Cub for the recaps, so his videos often pass me by. But, no, it's funny if he was dealing with a similar situation, that's very funny. Hey, more Royal Guards and more annoying pillagers to deal with. At least they're not enchanted pillagers, though, this time. Now you're talking. Alright, come here, I'm ready for this. Yeah, I can take you on twice as fast. Which is still much slower than normal. These guys are normally some of the tougher enemies in the game just because of how hard they hit and the fact that they knock you back a little bit more. So the fact that we're fighting them using only our fists and doing kind of well is frankly outstanding to me. Of course, it's more arrows. How did I become friends with Zloy? He joined a Minecraft server that I was on. Me and him were both on the decidedly vanilla server. He joined in Season 2. I can't believe we got to the point where we can, in theory, reach the throne room. I was so expecting us to be dead several times over at this point. We still have 2 lives left in theory. Like, we have 1 life currently, and then we have our last chance life, and then that's it. Oh, we got another Stompy over here. I'll try and punch my way through this guy. But then there's a lot of Vindicators in that next corridor, so we'll take our time with them. How many lives do you have in the game? 3. Well, basically, you have 3 extra lives. So you start off, and you can respawn 3 times, and then that's it. So I guess technically that's 4, but then you start with 1, so I don't know. I'm not sure how that makes sense mathematically, but it does. Oh, the Royal Guards found me. Aha, I am Shadow. I do like just standing in this thing and not having to worry too much about my health. That is very good. Okay, yep. I see you. But I recommend co-op or single player. Co-op is great. It's a lot of fun. It really shines in co-op. Single player is what I've been playing, but I played a little bit of co-op as well, and it's very fun. The difficulty does scale up a little bit with additional people in the game, so if you find yourself getting overwhelmed by the amount of stuff, then you might want to play single player until you're a bit more used to it, and then play some co-op after that. But if you've got friends you can play with, it's going to be super fun. That's right, I got a strength potion! You're finished! Might have to heal up a little bit here. We actually stun-locked that guy at the end. He could have attacked then, but he didn't. Oh, so good. Your friends can join partway through a game. Yeah, if you just start an online game, people can just join whenever. And you can end up joining somebody's game and they're like way higher level than you, at which point like you won't really be doing a whole lot, but then you still get weapons and artifacts and stuff that are like that level, if you see what I mean. So the other day when I was playing with Dish and Toz, I was getting like level 55 power stuff, which is nuts. Quite frankly, I enjoy watching this. Best of luck punching the heart of Ender. Thank you. I have a feeling that's going to go quite badly for me, but that's at the point where I will probably say, what the heck, and bring out the llama. And let the llama do the spitting for me. Yeah, I've got a strength potion now. What you gonna do? Take a few punches is what you're gonna do. Thanks for the arrows, my dudes. Yikes, okay. Vindicators. Let's try and get them further back here. There we go. One at a time or all together, it doesn't matter to me. I'll punch you all. I do love the fact that you can avoid that guy's attack. That's very good. Nice. Redstone golems aren't fun to take down alone. They're alright. It depends what weapons you have. Let me tell you, it is an experience taking down one of those when you can only punch. But I still managed it. Somehow. I freaking managed it. Okay. Just a couple more of these guys to go. Let's just appreciate how lovely this environment is, by the way. Actual tables in Minecraft. Can you believe it? Interesting combo you have set up. Yeah, I think it's worked well for me so far. I do not know how it's going to do against the final boss. Against the final boss, I might just throw up the Totem of Shielding and just have like 2 llamas. That's what I'm hoping will work. But I honestly have no idea, and to be honest, I would much rather just punch him. But I don't know if I'll be able to hit him. Like, I don't recall getting some melee hits off on the final boss without just taking a ton of damage on the side. Oh, hey, an axe. Thanks for that. I'll turn that into emeralds. Yeah, I don't recall being able to hit the final boss without, like, taking a little bit of extra, like, collateral damage, basically. So I'm slightly worried that that might be the case. Ah, no. Don't want to die. Please, no. Don't want to lose one of my lives here. I need them for the final ambush. Give me some time to heal up. Stun lock! Yes! How am I going to get my weapons back? I'm not. I got my fists. That's all I need. This guy is going to be a problem. Really annoys me that they teleport around. I am the weapon. My potent fists of fury. I always get my man. Why can't you be hurt by your own flames? I like how he just kind of does his teleport animation slower, but he still moves just as fast. Oh no. There's an enchanter over here who I never killed. Better do that real quick. Ow, ow, ow. Let me heal up. These floaty dudes are going to be a problem. So that time we managed to hit him a bit more. Finally, gosh. Oh, that took too long. Alright, you get wrecked. You also get wrecked. How many key points do I have? Off the freaking charts at this point. 4, I guess. I mean, I'm level 12. I think you probably have more key points than that at level 12, but... For anyone concerned, these are Dungeons & Dragons jokes. Yeah. I am nothing. I am a shadow. Somehow he is still following me. I don't understand quite how or why. Right. We're doing well. We're doing well so far. I'm not looking forward to the throne room. Oh boy. This is what a D&D monk is like. Basically, this is flurry of blows. Is the death cap mushroom. Oh, there's more dudes up there. Great. Let's have 2 of you at once. Very nice. Yeah, slowing them down does wonders for being able to separate groups out like that. Swiftness potion doesn't hurt, but is not the best in terms of actually taking these guys down fast. As far as swiftness goes, it is not the swiftest. You can avoid that slow swing, though. Sometimes you don't have to, but the rest of the time, I'm going to do it. Almost there, almost there. I've only played through this level once, so I don't actually know what the layout is, and obviously it changes each time, but... Perception check to notice the large group at the edge of the screen. Yeah! Luckily with Steve's perception, he can see through walls. Ow. He hit me with an axe. But I recommend getting worse armor for a good enchant combo. For this, no, because Burning Aura and Artifact cooldown are just too good. But for other stuff, potentially. For like a regular playthrough of this game, enchantments can sometimes be very, very handy for like whatever weapons you have. So armor being better or worse is always kind of relative. Here's the thing. Earlier in this stream, we figured out that you can run out of health potions on a single life. Oh god. So many of them. I'm a little bit concerned what that means for the final boss fight, because I have a feeling the final boss is probably going to kill me a few times. But also I will need a lot of potions in order to do enough damage to him. Ow, ow, ow. No, no, not good. So glad you're streaming since I'm at work and can't play myself. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. So I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. How many health potions do you have on a single life? I don't know, because up until I ran out of health potions, I did not know that there was a limit. Okay, you can follow me this way, if you please. Okay, great. We're good. This game is so fun to play, yes. How far am I in the game normally? I've beaten default difficulty, I've started adventure, I played a little bit of multiplayer with the same character, but they were on like adventure difficulty 6 or something nuts like that. Yikes! Okay, we got 3 now. Fun. Well, I can run away super fast now, so now we only have 2. I prefer to get rid of the little guys first. I don't know how much damage they each do, but the little guys are just a little bit easier to get rid of, so I can just concentrate everything on the big dude. Oh, I thought he was going to be up on the table then for a second. I got excited. Return to the table. Summoning fire when he moves is going to be pretty annoying. Yes. I think every aspect of the boss fight is going to be very annoying. To be honest, I would be happy if we just got as far as the boss, because that would mean we'd done an awful lot just using fists. And to be honest, I would kind of enjoy... I mean, I don't know if I'd enjoy it. I would tolerate the strategy of just going back through the earlier levels and, like, grinding for XP. And grinding, like, to get to a higher level, just so we could have... Those guys are just firing into the stairs. Okay, that might hit me. Just so we could end up with, like, armor that had a ludicrous amount of health. And because we were only playing on difficulty, the armor was still kind of OP. And we could just, like, tank all of the final boss's hits. Imagine having, like, a level 60 character just from playing default. And how much HP the armor would have. Because all of the armor stuff is, like, relative to your level. Because even though I have made no progress in terms of, like, weapons and armor, I'm still getting stuff that's, like, appropriate for my level. So my artifacts are, like, level 13 and 12 and stuff. Those guys are just firing into the wall. Thank you, walls. That guy's going to have to get a little bit further away so he can fire at me, which is nice. Because now I can stand here. And again, he is just firing into a wall. I think we're almost there. I don't know what's in that next room. Oh, this guy is back. I feel like these are my least favorite guys just because they don't do a whole lot, so they're not the biggest threat. They're just like an annoyance more than anything else. Second only to the pillagers because they don't follow you. I only used fists in Skyrim as well, quite a good tactic. I don't know about good. It's fun. It's silly. I'm not entirely certain this is a good tactic. Alright, that guy's taken care of. We've just got to take care of this fiery guy. like Soulfire, Phantom, whatever he is. Oh yeah, a while ago somebody asked me if Phantoms were in this game. I didn't realize Phantoms are what happens when you don't revive one of your teammates in multiplayer. Alright, more of these guys. Alright. I don't think we can get him stuck anywhere either, can we? I mean, he's kind of looks like he's stuck there, but he's not really. No, there isn't really the same spot like there is in the early stages of this level. Can I do this? Oh no, he still hits me. Oh, fair enough. Worth a try. Oh, I think I can get him there. Yes. He's actually not hitting me. Great. That's better. I think that time he hit me just because yeah, I pushed him out of the way. Okay, so note to self. When applying the cheese to these guys, don't push them using the air horn. Nice. Sound the battle horn! Another one. I guess I can fight him in here. Imagine if ghasts were in this game. I imagine there's, like, potential for them to add ghasts as, like, a mini-boss in a future DLC. I would enjoy that. Unfortunately, it would be kind of hard to fight them using fists. But that is not, like, the way I plan to play through every game from now on. It would be kind of fun to see if, again, a lighter version of this challenge for people who are just, like, you know, mid-level mad lads. Just want a bit of banter. Would be if you start and finish the game with basically the same gear, like the stuff you get from the tutorial. Maybe not necessarily the fishing rod, because I don't imagine you'd have a very good time just with the firework arrow and the fishing rod, but like if you keep the same sword and bow that you had at the start of the game, and you just use those the entire time. That'd be fun. And by fun, I mean a challenge. Love how they implemented Endermen and Evokers as mini-bosses. Be great to see that for ghasts as well. Yeah, totally. Oh, gosh. Oh, this room. I remember this room. Oh, we got a raid coming in. Hello, the Big Shaka. Thank you so much for the raid. Party of 17 coming in hot. Great to see you guys. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Pixel Riffs. Today we are playing Minecraft Dungeons in a sort of unusual way. We have a challenge run going on where I am attempting to beat the game using only my fists. I have no weapons. I have armor and accessories, but no magic items that can be used to damage stuff. I have pets, but I'm not using them currently. Basically, we are just trying to beat the game by punching everything. When am I going to play classic Minecraft again? Probably this weekend. I have videos to make and stuff. Like, it's a whole thing. It's almost like Okay, I can fall down there. I did not know I could fall down there. Thankfully, that doesn't mean I lose a life. It just means I have to heal a little bit. They probably knew I was going to fall down there, which is why they didn't do that. Get in the pit. Yes. You as well. You as well. And this is one of the rare occasions on which I don't have to punch everything. But I'm going to do it anyway, because I'm like that. Yes, we got some TNT out of it. I knew it was going to be worth it. That guy is stuck in the chest. I don't think he expected to be down there. I'm going to keep the TNT. Let's see if we can... Yep, we can lure this guy in. Join the others. He was swinging at me on the way down as well. So good. Okay, hello. Whoa, there's more of them. So there's ones with red trousers and ones with blue trousers. The blue trousers ones, I think, are the ones that you can't, like, stun lock. he's taken care of. He is dealt with. This guy, on the other hand, once I come out of shadow form, there we go. And hook. Nice. Nailed it. Hey, lovey. Watching this from downstairs? Alright. Let's, hook. Nice. Good. Very good. Oh, we got a pillager. A pillager has actually joined us. At last. Been waiting for you. Come join us. Come join the collective. Nice swiftness, strength. Yes, this is good. That's not good. There's a lot of dudes in that room. My wife has been watching me do this occasionally, and yeah, it's sort of entertaining to watch. Nice. And you're down. And you're done. Having strength potions is so useful, and sadly it is only so fleeting. Oh, we got some emeralds that time. Thank you. Wow, okay, there's way more people here than I thought. Thankfully, we have a nice pit for them all to go into. One at a time. One at a time or all at once. Oh, we lost those emeralds. Never mind. Oh, that guy survived. He's a wily one. Got to stand a little bit closer to the edge. There we go. You kind of got to get them at a diagonal, though. Tag Drafties, thank you. I appreciate that. Glad you're enjoying the videos. Did I get the secret chest by the nether portal at the base? I don't know. I think I did. Feels so long ago that I actually completed this game. But for me, it was Tuesday. Actually, I think it was Wednesday. Just a Street Fighter movie quote for you there. Hup! We're just like shooting them straight into the pit. Ooh, strength potion. We'll save that for a little bit later. Yes. One more. Encore, encore. Nailed it. So we've got a Shadow Brew over here, a Strength Potion over there. Are there any more guys in here who aren't pillagers, please? Nope, they all seem to be pillagers. Uh-oh. I need to move on back here for a second. Do items despawn? I don't think so. Or if they do, it takes a very long time. I have left potions, like, lying on the ground for about 30 minutes before. And they do not seem to despawn as far as I can tell. I do hope nobody comes into this stream and gets the idea that this is how Minecraft Dungeons is played. Because this is absolutely not how you're supposed to play the game. For a start, I'm supposed to use that TNT I've got on my head, and I'm very much not. Don't think there's much fear of that. Well, thankfully, people are actually intelligent. Did that guy just shoot the floor? That guy literally just shot the wall in front of him, I think. I was totally going to buy this game till I saw it was all fists. The fact that you're stretching the bounds of how to play. I mean, Minecraft has always been about that, to me. You know, Minecraft has always been about, like, finding your own way to play and finding, like, bizarre, game-breaking stuff to do. So I feel like that's kind of what we're doing here. That's where we're at. What do I intend to use TNT for? As a hat. I'm saving it for the next area where we get ambushed by a bunch of stuff, and I'm hoping that I can deal enough early damage with it that it will lighten my load somewhat. I think this is going to be a point where we may have to use some Shadow Brew. The shadow form doesn't last as long as the strength, though, so I'm going to try and grab this. And then that. And you get 10 seconds of shadow form. So I'll take the mushroom now to run a little bit faster. Try and get some of these guys down the slope. Yes, okay, well, hopefully I should be able to attack them unhindered. I mean, perhaps less so, but I think we did alright. After the playthrough with Fist, you're going to think that playing with weapons is so easy. I mean, I've seen it on some of the harder difficulties, and it's still not easy. Nice. I feel like this is just more repetitive, I guess. Boy, there's a lot of dudes. Dude, there's a lot of men. What mob in dungeons would I love to see in Minecraft? I'm trying to think. Like, I like some of the armored things. I don't like any of the ones that just summon a ton of other stuff. As much. I'm trying to think what else there is that's, like, more unique to this. Whoa! No, 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 no. Okay, for a start, there are some Vindicators down here who we can definitely, like, lure down here. I was hoping occasionally that we'll get some TNT from them as well, but not sure if that's going to happen or not. That was close. You're right, that was close. Thankfully, we were okay, though. Redstone Golem would be a good addition. Yeah, I like the Redstone Golems. They're a cool design. We've been here for 2 hours, by the way, and we're still not at the end of this level. Imagine taking 2 hours to play this game. Yeah, no, 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 no. That was bad. We managed that, though. Whoa, skin of our teeth right there. Love to see a candelabra and add in, have carpet be allowed to have patterns on it. Yeah, I think I'm much more interested in, like, the blocks they've got here than I am in the mobs specifically. But there's, like, in the upcoming jungle DLC that they announced today, it looks like there's going to be some, like, carnivorous plant-style mobs that seem kind of interesting. Taking damage from carts hitting you. Oh, gosh, yeah, that's a difficult part of that level. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I think we're going to have to do what we did last time. Hopefully get a Shadow Brew or something. And then, oh, okay, we can get a Royal Guard out of this. That's great. One less melee attacker to deal with. I'm always happy about that. Just put down a regen totem and wait for him to wander over. Give him the push. Oh, he's actually on the edge of that now. Can he see me? Oh, he can see me. Okay. Well, best to deal with him permanently then. There we go. Shadow Brew. And then we should get up here. Once again, do the slightly faster walk with the mushroom. And get some of these guys to come down here a little bit. In before the inevitable volley of crossbow fire. Alright. That wasn't exactly how I planned for it to go, but it worked out. Like the idea of hidden rooms just randomly. Yeah, and I think some of the level design of this is really quite cool. It definitely goes beyond the average Minecraft stronghold, you know? As far as procedural generation goes, these levels are quite an impressive example. Yes, Scar2812, this is a no-weapon challenge. I'm currently swinging fists in the final level of the game. And oh boy, are we doing better than I expected. run out of the potions, jump into the pit, and you'll get them back. That's not a bad tip, actually. I might give that a try. Because you don't die, you just end up respawning. So that makes sense. I am surprised there is a limit, but I imagine there's some sort of integer number somewhere that it has to complete, right? Okay, those guys are actually just shooting at the wall right now, so we can do a little bit of stuff here. Like this, for example. Just stand in the middle of these guys, damaging them all. If that's the strat we have to use, then we'll do it. Zwex, I'm great, thank you for asking. Having a slightly bizarre but very fun evening here. How are you? I have to heal up 1 health from, I think, full damage. Bizarre to think that full damage is a thing in this game, but it is. Alright, Vindicator, you first. The real challenge is no weapon, no hit run. Not really possible. I mean, it might be possible to avoid getting hit if you had weapons, but I feel like, yeah, expecting somebody to take no hits like this is... I mean, someone's going to do it eventually, right? Any chance I'll play with anyone else? At some point maybe, but not today. Okay, this guy's going down. This guy will be going downstairs. Thanks for the arrows. We've cleared the balcony. Unbelievable. Like, actually unbelievable. There's one Vindicator in this room who I'm trying to get to follow me right now. Yeah, there we go. The rest of them are all pillagers, though. That's nuts. I think this is one of the guys we can stun. So I might try and set that up here. Instead of flinging him into the pit. Okay, we can't really stun him that well. Into the pit with you. I was kind of hoping that we could maybe get a chance for another TNT or a potion or something, but... Thankfully, I think we're in a position here where the pillagers in the rest of the room won't be able to shoot me. Out in the open a little bit there, though. There's 2 of them down here, which I don't really fancy. Yeah, they're all gathering up there. Retreat! Tactical retreat! But I think that hallway at the end might actually lead to the throne room. I can't remember the layout of this very well, but I feel like we are sort of close to where the end is. Alright, let me back off behind this pillar again. If they start to close in around me, I can just pick off one of them at a time. Nice. Maybe it's 255 potions, you think so? That might make sense, but I feel like I probably used fewer than that. If I had to guess, I don't think I've actually consumed 255 potions in this run. Like, overall, maybe. I think there have been some occasions on which I've used them when I didn't need to, just because I wanted to get a surprise gift potion. But yeah, it baffled me that there was even, like, a limit. Alright, folks. Another TNT, yes. There's a supply chest here. with some bread and some entirely redundant arrows. I think this is it. Is there any knowledge you could take from this game that could be useful in normal Minecraft play? Yeah, don't just punch things. That's what I'm learning. Oh, hello. Here's some guys I'm going to have to lead back through a lot of level. Right this way, sirs. Your pit awaits. Thankfully, I don't see any pillagers in there, so this is basically all going to be Vindicators. We've created a little Vindicator Island over here, which I quite like. But unfortunately, those guys didn't make the cut. Don't wear TNT as a hat. Yeah, that too. That too. Thank you guys for sticking around. I really appreciate you all being here. I have a feeling once we get to the throne room, we are probably going to have to die horribly. But hopefully this TNT will help us go out with a bang. I might actually continue to wear it, and then if I die surrounded by enemies, when I die, the TNT will just explode all of them. Because it lights on fire when you die. I say lights on fire, you know what I mean. It becomes lit TNT and does take out a considerable portion of the stuff around you. So there may be a good chance for me to eliminate some stuff for when I come back. I also feel like I'm going to be in quite tight quarters. Okay, there's a couple of pillagers and an enchanter there. The enchanter could be a problem, but if it's just pillagers, we should be okay. I can't get the royal guard to follow me because this Vindicator runs too fast. So, I'm just going to take it steady with this guy, one step at a time. Just sticking around until it's time for D&D. I'm looking forward to playing some more D&D this weekend. I did a bit more writing for it on today. I was going to say on Friday. It is still Friday. Just feels like I've been in this game for 2 days. Hello! Right this way, sir, with the shield. In fact, actually, lose the shield. When you're ready. I don't think that makes him move any faster. I was kind of hoping it did, but... I wish they were also like creepers, where they like sprint a little bit more when they get closer to you. Is Saturday where you live? Yeah. It is kind of late in the evening. We got him stuck, folks. Just going to heal up in front of him, add insult to injury, and off you go. Nice. I expect there's a bunch of items down there that I could have got from some of these mobs if I killed them legit, but... would be a lot slower to kill them legit. How does D&D work, just roughly? You get a bunch of statistics for a character, you roll a bunch of dice to see the outcome of various scenarios. That's kind of it, really. It's a lot more fun than that makes it sound, though. Okay, that's that taken care of. In fact, these two should be fairly easy to deal with just on their own. Thanks for the free arrows. I think this is it. I think this is the throne room. I hope this is the throne room. Yep. Oh boy. We're here! I can't believe we've made it this far. I look like explosive Abraham Lincoln. That's not the first time I've been called that. Why not use the TNT? Because I'm waiting for this. Here is what I think we're going to do. I don't think there is a back, like, gate to this. I don't think it locks you in here. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, then that's potentially a problem. The Archillager is, like, taunting me from on top of his chair. I'm going to stand here and generate a bunch of potions, and in this time I can just chat to you guys. But I think if we have a bunch of potions over here that we can just, like, grab. Am I going to take on obsidian pillars too? If we get that far, yes. If this goes very badly for me and I die, we'll probably just go and do another level because I won't have access to it. The Archillager looks cute when he's scared. He's just a little boy. Just a little dude. Doesn't he just summon enemies here? He does, yeah. This is the ambush, basically. But it's like lots of waves of enemies. The wiki says potions are infinite. I think you just had a bug. Either a bug or the wiki doesn't know everything. Because, yeah, I have a feeling that there is, like, a hard limit on it. Because nobody would ever, like, conceivably get that far. I want to believe this is possible, but I just don't know if it is. I don't know if the final boss is going to be possible without, like, I guess a lot of TNT or something. Because I mostly beat him with ranged weapons when I fought him last time. But as long as we can unlock the last level, we at least have a chance to see whether it is possible. You could fall down the hole just in case. I mean, I could. But I think either way, there are holes for me to fall down here, too. The existence of the limit could be a bug. There you go. I know I should use my potions when I'm about to die, but right now I'm trying to generate a bunch of these surprise gift potions, which I get every time I drink a health potion. So I can just, like, run down here, drink a shadow brew, become invisible, try and get the... Oh. Yep. Turns out we can't use the rest of the level. Uh-oh. Yep, he's laughing at me now. So I guess this is it. I know. No, I drank the Shadow Brew and the Strength Potion. I drank those a while ago. But yeah, if I lose the TNT, then that's not great either. So I'm just going to try and get a few Strength Potions and a few Shadow Brews spawned over here so that I can have them if I need them, and I will need them. Because I remember this being difficult just fighting through it with weapons. So we'll see how we get on. Although, to be fair, I didn't have the air horn at that point, and the air horn has been OP. Just slowing mobs down, allowing you to attack them one after the other, has been very, very good. And right now, I have 2 enchantment points. If I get a third one of those, I can up Surprise Gift to 150%. I am still live. Some say I never really left. Yeah, the llama is a possibility, but I kind of want to see if I can do this myself. It's a long way to go to fail, I know, but that's kind of part of this whole challenge to me. I like the way he's just laughing at me from over there. Right, we have 2 Shadow Brews there. I think that's as good as we're going to get. Like, I could hang around here waiting for a Strength Potion, but it isn't failing if you're learning something. I'm learning this is a silly idea. I'm going to wait for my Health Potion to come all the way back, and then I'm probably just going to go and say hi. Hopefully a lot of these enemies are going to go in the pit. We'll find out, I guess. Just played through it, it'll be pretty difficult, but that air horn should be really OP. Yeah, let's find out. Let's find out. I do like that this area, aside from, like, the candles and the chandeliers and the statues, is just all... It's all Minecraft blocks. That's all andesite and cracked stone brick and stuff. Although it looks more like cracked andesite now that I look at it. It doesn't really have the brick texture in there. Anyway. Is this harder than regular Minecraft? It is if you only use fists. Hey, man. How you been? Ambush! Okay. That guy's now stuck, so that's good. Or he was stuck. I don't know if he still is. Yeah, about that. Oh, there's a lot of them, too. Okay, I don't know if we can... I hope we can throw some of them in the pit. Otherwise, this is going to be very, very tiresome. At least they're slow enough that I can outrun them. To the pit. Yes, okay, we got one. That's one down. One down and I already need to heal. The trick is definitely going to be to get them following me around the room in a line. Which obviously isn't happening right now. Yikes. Trying to use the potions as little as possible, but I guess I could also, yeah, get some strength potions in if I need them. There are only a couple of very small points at which we can, I think, push them off. I'm not going to throw the TNT yet, because this is a manageable situation. 2. The dong sound is very satisfying. It is. They sound like big, heavy dudes, which is what they are. See, all I need to do is just run around here, stick close to there, boop, and he's off. That's 3. 3 down and lots to go. 4. Count 'em with me, chat. I want to see people getting some hype for this. 5. That guy was legitimately stuck there. Another strength potion. Very good. 6 and 7 at once. We're on a roll. Yes. Let's see those numbers. Okay, didn't get any that time. Gotta make sure we stay healthy. 8. Oh, could have gone for 9, but the accessory hadn't. Oh, 9. How many of these are there then? 10, 11, 12, 13. Is there 13? What a weird number. Unlucky for some. 10. Oh boy, oh boy. We're doing it. We're actually doing it. I hope the next wave is also a little bit more manageable. I think there's more, like, variety of mobs. 11! At least I think that was 11. Did he end up falling down in a different place? I think he might have fallen onto the next set of stairs. Maybe we don't count that one. I thought there was 11. Alright, they're all stuck there right now. Come down. Oh, that guy's definitely stuck. You can't see me now. That's 11. 10.5. I'll take it. Not a bad grade. Thanks for the arrows. Is that another one? Yes, it's another one. 12. One more for luck. Bring it. Come on, lad. I know you can do it. You know what? You know what? I'm feeling charitable. We'll do this the fun way. With fists. We got to fight one of them with fists. And I could take the strength potion, but I genuinely don't know what's coming next. And I remember there were multiple waves of this. There were more waves than I ever expected there to be. So I think we are going to play it safe and not use the TNT, not take the potions until we know what we're up against next. I am going to use that, though. I will wear you down 1 point of damage at a time. Don't think I won't. Lucky 13 is getting damaged the old-fashioned way. Take your lumps for your boss. Come back up here. I'm the Archilliger now. Oh, guys. This has been absurd. I do hope we can handle whatever's next. Oh boy, that's a lot of dudes. Alright, let's get the conga line going again. That was 13, by the way. Nice. I think we got rid of a couple of guys there. Not sure how we're going to fare with the rest of these, though. There's a couple more Royal Guards. Oh, I think I knocked that guy further down. Okay, that guy... Oh, he can make his way through the candles. I didn't realize. Okay, we need to be a little bit more tactical with how we're using this stuff. I just don't want to go over the top of the map if there's going to be these pillagers in the way. And I need to get rid of this guy. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't want that. I do not want that. Okay, we got one. We got one. Ow! I can't exactly take the potions here either, which is a worry. If I'm over here, will they... I was going to say, will they not follow me? Of course they'll follow me. Oh, we took a hit there, but I think that guy's down. I think that guy is down. I think we can heal in just a second. Yep, he's down! Nice. Unbelievable. Oh! It's so tempting to use the TNT. Like, you cannot believe how tempted I am to use the TNT. I'm not above using the horn one more time. Take that guy out, but he's still there. Okay, we got him. Let's take the Shadow Brew, give ourselves some breathing room. Where are they off to? Where are they where are they walking to? Oh, go near the edge. Please go near the edge. Nice! We got one! One more Royal Guard left, and then the rest is all at the top of the map. It's all crossbow guys. Who don't really seem to be giving me much heat right now. Nice! We did it! Okay. Thank you guys for counting that off. I feel like there's a bit of a discrepancy developing in the numbers. But I thank you anyway. Get rid of the enchanters. Alright, we got a lot of dudes up there, but we can handle it. We've got to meter out our resources carefully. Despite the fact that this is Minecraft, this ain't all renewable. We've already discovered that potions are not a renewable resource. Alright, that guy's down. One at a time we will take these guys on, and then the next wave, and then the next wave. If any of them can hit me here, I need to retreat, but it looks like they can't, so that's good. Yep, that guy can. That guy can. Oh, yes. The cool thing about these guys is that they rarely seem to shoot you too much when you're this close to them. That and they stun for a while, so... we have extra strength to deal with these last two. And then who knows what spawns on the next round. A lot more dudes. A lot more dudes. But I think we can take them. Including this guy. Yes, get in the pit. Oh, any chance we can get to put a pillager into the pit is a chance we need to take. Yes, we got a Vindicator that time too. Alright. Let's run down here. Take a moment to heal. Yeah, we got the big guy. This is so great. This is so great. I think we can actually do this. I don't want to create too much false hope. There could be something big waiting for us, lurking around any corner, but I have a feeling we might actually be on the road to doing this. Got a Shadow Brew over there now. That's great. Oh, I really hope that it knocks them back further than it does sometimes. Yikes. It's a lot of people. Okay, we got one. Great. It's all about the angle. We seem to have it so far. I don't want to count any chickens, though. As far as weapon-free playthroughs go, this is definitely the way to do it, though. Right? Yes, there we go. You've really got to get a straight shot so they don't land down here where the candles are. That guy's going in. Oh, he was just waiting for it. Yes.
Well, that's just prime.
That is just Prime. Viscous, thank you so much for that. Twitch Prime sub. Enjoy your emotes and your sub badge. Welcome to the Pixels. Embrace the way of Barefist Steve. I think it is just the pillagers now. If we can get any of these guys to fall in the pit, that's even better. Oh, that guy, I think, might be stuck on the wall now, so we might be able to get him on the next go-round. At least, it only being pillagers gives us a chance to heal. Although I think that might be him coming for us now. Get over the candles. Get in pit. Yeah! Oh boy. Oh boy, this is one for the ages. Swiftness potion. Nice. Might need to make a quick getaway in a second when the next wave spawns. If we have done this on stream in our first go... I just drank the Swiftness potion, whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, I will be so happy that we've done this. I don't know what's coming next. But I think we have strats to deal with everything. Hopefully. What's next? Okay, bunch of Vindicators. That's not looking too bad. Who will be the first to fall? There's actually no enchanters as well, which is even better. I am lucky. We've got a conga line going. Yes, another one. Okay, that one was just for me. Want to blow my Vuvuzela at them. Alright, come on up. Heyo! Oh, I think we got 2 for 1 that time. Yes! Yes! Oh, incredible. Another one bites the dust. Get people in here, for goodness sake. We're about to beat the penultimate level of Minecraft Dungeons without using weapons. Tell your friends. Strength potion on the stairs. Great. Notice that none of the potions I set up before this have despawned either. That was 2. I think we got 2 that time. We did. Only 2 Vindicators left. And then it's just the archers. Nice. One more. One more. I feel like you're doubling the number every time in the chat now. I feel like the Royal Guards maybe count as 2. That still only counts as 1. Alright. Shouldn't be too hasty with this, but yeah, we can afford to take a couple of hits if we can stay in the regen radius. It's also really weird that that pillar disappears. Like, I get that it... should have re-upped that. I get that it's just showing behind it, if you need to see behind it, but I'm having a hard time believing that it's still there without some kind of outline. It's so tempting to throw the TNT, chat, you have no idea. That's right, fools, I got double damage now. I'm drinking all the potions. Man, when you get slow, you get slow. This is the last guy of this wave, and another wave should spawn after this. Yep, okay, great. More Royal Guards, nice and slow, easy to deal with. Oh, we almost got one that time. Hopefully we'll get one of these big dudes. Yep, Vindicator in the pit. Vindicator in the pit. Enchanter, great. 3 arrows. I'm just going to collect those up for the sake of neatness. Ow, ow, ow. Run away. Oh, that guy's just waiting. That guy was just waiting. Okay, okay. I need to find some place to heal. Hang out over here for a second. Deal with this guy. Heal up a little bit. Yes, one in the pit. One in the pit. Come on. Oh, bring it, boys. You guys with fast attack I can do without. Oh, okay, okay, okay. We have a health potion. Everything is fine. 2 crossbowmen. Oh, we almost got 2 for 1 there. I need to take this guy out if I can. He's half health. That's not bad. And we can heal over here. Please, please, please. We get back around and regen. Oh, we almost had that guy. Not great. It's this guy with the fast attack that's the problem. Oh, we got one. I didn't even mean to get that guy, and we did. We also got to heal up. Pillagers. Nice. Okay, we're great, we're great, we're great. How am I there at level 12? I've been beating everything on this entire game using only my fists. Don't ask. Okay, okay, okay. Right, well, this guy can go in the pit. Yes! We got one. Take your time, lads. Take your time, no rush. Everyone goes in the pit. Eventually. I think that one is stuck. 56 and 57. Oh, I don't think he is stuck, actually. This guy, though, definitely going in. We took a hit for it, but it was worth it. And this guy, he's definitely going in as well. Very nice. Very, very nice. I kind of want to take a Shadow Brew to get rid of that Enchanter. But let's take a look at who else is here. Okay. Enchanter's down. We are on the home stretch. I don't know how many waves are left, but that guy can easily go in the pit from there. Like this. Yes. Love it. You, my friend. Oh, again with the arrows. I don't need more potions at this point, but I want more potions. I'm getting greedy. Steve, a poor defenseless man with 2 TNT on his head, is potentially about to do this. I don't know what spawns after this. I can't remember how many waves there are. But I'm hoping we'll be able to take it on. Look at this. Look at this guy. Teetering on the edge. Okay, okay. More Royal Guards. More Royal Guards. A couple of Liches. They're annoying, but we'll deal. Okay, 1 Royal Guard almost went down there. Ooh, okay. Okay, that's not looking too bad. Oh, get in the pit. Liches do get stitches. At least it's only one of them. Oh, we have 2 guys here. Yes, the double. The freaking double. Can you believe it? Oh, gosh, there's 2 of those guys as well. Oh, we got a Royal Guard. Yes. We got a Royal Guard that time. In you go. Go on. Ow, ow, ow. You can take the swiftness if we need a quick getaway, but I think we should be all right. Oh, I messed up. I messed up the positioning there. Messed up the positioning, but we're fine. We're fine. We're dealing. Yes, we got one of the liches in the pit. That's what I needed. That's so what I needed. Oh, we could get the other one here as well. If we play it right. That was not playing it right. That was definitely not playing it right. That guy can go in. Okay, this is going to be tough. Need to use the corners here. Need to heal up for a second. Get around them. Yes, okay, we avoided that. Perfect. Perfect. Thinking with portals. Oh, we got another Royal Guard. Okay, that Pillager is also looking very, very close to the edge. But I need to get up here and avoid taking hits. Perfect. Perfect. A Shadow Brew. Oh, another guy is just on the edge. I think they're leaving themselves there. I don't know if it's me that's doing that. Yes, yes, yes. As long as we can take out a couple of these pillagers, I'll be very happy. Less to worry about. Oh, we got basically 2. We got 1.5 there. It's so tempting to go after that guy right now. You know what we're going to. Yep, get in. Get in! Thank you for counting them off in the chat. My wife is leading the charge. Nice. Oh, he dropped a Shadow Brew as well. Oh, I wanted that. Please, 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 please. Come on. I don't know if the final boss is going to be beatable, but I'll be so happy if we just get to Obsidian Peaks. 100 bits from Leviathan. Thank you, Leviathan. Oh, we broke his shield there. That's all we did. I heard the noise, I got excited, but they make that, like, whimpering noise when they actually fall in the pit. Which that guy nearly did. Okay, okay, okay. You only live thrice. Yolt. Oh, I need to get the angle better. I need to get the angle better. Thankfully, we are still producing potions. That guy's in. That guy's in the pit. Have I died yet? Twice. But you have 3 lives, so it's okay. Hey, Pride Ceratops. Good to see you. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Pride Ceratops family. Hope you guys are very well. My name is Pixelriffs. I am currently trying to beat Minecraft dungeons without using weapons. It's not quite a pacifist run, though. We are using our fists and some trickery. And the TNT on my head is allowed, but I'm kind of saving it for a rainy day right now. Here's what we're going to do. Oh, yeah, we should have taken out the Enchanter. That would probably be a better idea, right? Yeah, that would have been a better idea. Luckily, the pillagers don't really attack up close. They tend to, like, move away. And so that guy, instead of attacking me with his double damage crossbow, decided to just kind of chill. Why is there only 170 people? Because we're playing Minecraft Dungeons. It's a new game, and people are used to me just playing Minecraft, so... Maybe people also aren't used to turning up to my stream to see something like as repetitive as this, but we are basically at the good part right now. Because I think we are very, very close to ending this. That guy's going in the pits. This guy's in the corner. One more wave. Come on, bring it on. More Royal Guards. Oh, okay. A couple of those Lich guys as well. Nothing to worry about. We can do this. There's some heavily armored pillagers who are probably going to be better off in the pit than anywhere else. And 2 enchanters. Yikes. Okay, this is healing time. Definitely healing time. Whoop! Yikes. Oh, no, 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 no. We can heal. Anything is good right now, but... Oh, dear. I need a potion. I need a potion so badly. Yes. Nailed it. Okay. Let's try and get this guy to go in the pit. Yes. Okay, that's one fire guy out of the way. We can do a lot with the Shadow Brews now. Wow, there's a lot of Royal Guards up here. Okay, okay, okay. Give me a second to think here. Give me a second to think. We need to lure these guys over. Give me a second to heal as well, gosh. Oh, we got 2. We got 2 for 1. That went very well. That definitely evens the odds in our favor. Need to take this guy out as well. Okay, the Enchanter is down. We're healing. This is good. Oh, I really wish that Lich went in the pit. I really wish he went in the pit. Oh, okay, okay, okay. We're doing this. We're doing this. Focus up. I'm getting super tense. I need to relax. Yes, the tough crossbowman is in the pit. I think we've done very well there. There's going to be Royal Guards coming up from both directions here, which means we can get one of them in there. Yes. Okay, that Soulfire Lich is still around. Oh, we got 2 waiting over here. I think you know what that means. It's a double. It's a double. And the second Lich is in. Shadow Brew doing work. Very good. That guy kept running at me even though I had Shadow Brew, which is kind of funny. Another one. Oh, he had TNT. We could have completed the 3-stack. Speaking of which, I need to get over here and deal with these guys before they enchant any of the Royal Guards. They're actually kind of tough. Kind of tough to deal with. We're almost there. I just need to heal up. I don't know if this is the last wave, but I have a feeling the next one might be if this one is not. Another one! Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Oh, this guy can make it around the pillar. You can make it around the pillar. Ow. Ow. This is the only remaining pillager, I think. And it's just the enchanters at the top who seem to be kind of minding their own, reading their books. Oh, we almost got another one. I think that guy's just standing there. I think he is locked. Locked in place. Oh, we bottled that a little bit. No pun intended. Take out this guy. Take out this guy. We need to use the air horn as pushing him into the pit. There we go. No, but it's still early, but this has to be rewarded. This is actually incredible. I mean, come on. It's just a laugh, isn't it? I'm doing this for my own entertainment. That's all I need. And your entertainment, of course. I appreciate you guys being here for this absurdity. Oh, is that like nearly... We're nearly at 100. We are nearly at 100 enemies. Incredible. Strength potion, yes! This might be the last guy. I don't know if it is. There might be one more after this. One more round of enemies. But I think this might be the last guy. I'm also stuck here. There we go. Yes! Get some hype in the chat! Barefist Steve! Triumphant! Incredible. Unbelievable. Throw the horns. Throw the TNT. Victory is ours.
To the ramparts. Press on, hero. You mustn't
I was
let them get
here.
away.
Oh my god, we did it. Rakuta gifting a sub. Thank you for gifting a sub. Projectiles hit 0. Who needs bows for this game? I'm gonna take you all on. Fists swinging. Thank you for the fireworks arrow. It is entirely redundant for my setup. And get this junk out of here. Fists. Oh, incredible. I think when it says 0 healing done, I think it means healing other people. Oh, unbelievable. You were all here for that. Thank you guys so much for being here. That was nuts. We have one more level left to go, of course, but oh, I think we've earned a little bit of a break. Let's go. That is inconceivable. I have no words. Oh, unbelievable stuff. Let's go over here and get this chest. Thank you for the 50 emeralds, game. Just cruise through the first level and enjoy yourself. We might. I think I might do that to wind down. We're clearly not going to beat Obsidian Peak today. Some people haven't even seen the boss fight. I don't want this to be your first experience of the boss fight for this game because yeah, it's just going to be a absolute nightmare. Let's go through like Creeper Woods or one of these. I can show you redstone mines, actually. The strat for redstone mines is actually pretty good. The air horn is OP against those redstone golems. But we could just do Creeper Woods. I've done Creeper Woods so many times. I wonder how difficult we could make it. Probably not very. I'd much rather just do it on like default 1. I need to wind down. Oh. Embrace the way of Barefist Steve. It is your calling. Alright, let's go free some villagers. Let's do the thing. Oh, no. What is this? What is this? I forgot all about it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We have to restart that level. I had a sword. This is a problem. It gives you a sword and a bow at the beginning of every level, and sometimes I'm just like, I forget that, you know? I've done that so many times when I was just recording this for fun. Oh, okay. Mulligan. It's a do-over. That's a do-over. Okay, all the mobs are going to be different. Let's do this right. What is that sword garbage? Who needs them? Honestly. Look at this. Look how easy these enemies are by comparison. Man, I miss it taking 4 hits to kill a zombie. I miss that. On the later levels, you can't set it to difficulty 1. Like, it goes in tiers, so, like, once you get to Fiery Forge, you have to play it at difficulty 3. Same with Desert Temple. I guess because the boss fights are just always going to be that difficult. There's not really, like, an easier version of that boss fight. They want you to be prepared. And to be fair, like, if you play the game like a normal person, you're probably going to find that you're over-leveled for it anyway. Yes, Inverted Gorilla, I am still punching through everything. We beat basically the castle level. We have one more level left to go, but I'm not going to do it tonight because it's going to take forever. So, I think I will return to that another time. You may see it again on another Twitch stream at some point. But in the meantime, the Barefist Steve gets to take a holiday in Creeper Woods. Where he's just absolutely loving his life. Beating some skeletons down. Yes. The back-to-back strength potions, though. I'm here for it. This is such an OP strat, though. This is only difficulty 1, but... I mean, come on. Barefist Steve will triumph. I have a feeling the final boss might be a little too hectic for, like, just melee combat. Get these arrows out of here. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll find out, I guess. The Boromir levels of arrows in me. I know. They despawn way faster than they do in Minecraft, though, which is nice. Thank you for the swiftness. On difficulty 1, you can stun lock all the zombies. If you're doing, like, enough damage to them quickly enough, which is basically what I can do. We can do the little underground section here as well. I'm so close, by the way. This is the best thing about going back through these levels. I'm so close to leveling up again, and that means we get another enchantment point, which means I can max out this armor. Man, they can still do some damage. Yes! There it is! We can have surprise gift level 3! Which is especially good when your surprise gifts are potions. Yes! Ho ho ho! Need to go deal with dinner, you're the proest pro gamer. Well, thank you. Thank you kindly. Hey, if you're still in the chat, can you bring me up some water? My mouth is super dry. Thank you, I love you. Oh, we also have wolf armor. It's got thorns, which actually ain't bad, but not as good as the Ember Robe. Ember Robe is OP for the punch strats. Nice. So good! The strategy is so pure. Thank you for the water, Faithy. I don't know if there's anything either side here. I don't think there is. The entrance is open. Oh yeah, there's emeralds. We'll take those. Might be able to get some good stuff from the blacksmith. Hi. Thank you. Thank you for counting in the chat. It's absurd. We did it. Makes you want to look up a fists only playthrough of vanilla Minecraft. I promise it will be easier than this. Yeah, it's very warm in here. It's that hype warmth. Also known as me just being a sweaty human. You didn't need to know that. Nice. What do we get? Axe. Boo. Salvage it. Salvage it immediately. Don't need no axe. Steve's potent fists of fury are winning the day. That may have been a mistake. That dude looked like he was stuck on the wall there. Never mind. Man, you can 3-shot a zombie when you have a strength potion. I miss the days of 3-shotting zombies. No secrets in here or anything. Nice. How long have we been married? Nearly 10 years. I think it's 9 this September. Yeah, we got married in 2011, so it'll be 10 years next year. Oh, this feels like a good wind down. Like, this is easy street now. I remember when we were over here with just a fishing rod. In fact, I don't think I've played this level since I had, like, the regen totem and the air horn. So this is actually even better than it was last time I played through. You can just cruise. Barely even thinking about it at this point. Meat grinder hands. I mean, yeah. This is how Steve lives. He has honed these fists on trees for centuries. He also has a burning aura around him, which is kind of helpful. Common wolf armor. I guess we have a higher chance of getting higher level artifacts if we play higher level difficulty, don't we? That's a concern. Really loving this. Watched the video on Discord yesterday and it's just hilariously impressive. Well, thank you. Thank you, I appreciate that. It's, just bizarre. Like, how fun this is. And as you've seen, various people have seen this already in the stream, like, it's kind of repetitive. But this is just the kind of thing that I enjoy doing as a challenge, you know? It is a little bit absurd. But it's because you can do it. It can be done. Can I obtain fox armor from the blacksmith? I don't know what level it starts to appear at. But maybe. It'll take a lot of grinding through blacksmith stuff, though. And a lot of the time, you're going to the blacksmith for weapons and stuff. So he gives you a lot of weapons, and I'm just not interested. So I've been saving most of my emeralds for the Wandering Trader in case he can give me some better artifacts. Now, last time I was here, I used the... Oh, what is this? How did a bow get in here? Get out. Last time I was here, I used the Boots of Swiftness a lot just to run from creepers. I feel like that's a pretty safe strategy. And the air horn will push them back, but then it means you can't really explode them and, you know, remove the risk. Is there any reason why I'm not rolling? I'm not rolling because I don't tend to do it reflexively very often. And the fact that it has a cooldown means that I want to use it more often than I can. I want to just be rolling around at the speed of sound, but yeah, unfortunately that is not super possible. And so, like, reflexively I just don't roll much. I probably should. It'd make me a better player. But then I'm also the kind of player who does this. Yeah, it's better for getting away from creepers. I agree. Although the swiftness boots kind of help you position that stuff a little easier. He exploded into pork! How's Minecraft Dungeons different from RPGs like Torchlight or other kinds of RPGs? I've never really played Torchlight, so I can't really tell you. But it's just a dungeon crawler. Like, it's a dungeon crawler with a Minecraft skin. It doesn't have anything particularly unique and Minecrafty about it aside from the aesthetics of the world. But it's still a very fun game. Like, it's got that kind of cartoony feel that I feel like all ages can get into, whereas obviously games like Diablo have a more adult-feeling theme. I think these areas, pre-air horn and regen totem strats, I did just run through. I feel like this time we can maybe take our time with it. The armor I have also has the move speed aura, which I think is actually better for getting away from creepers than any previous armor I had, so that's probably adding to one of the reasons why I can get away from creepers better this time. Do I have a different high level hero? Yes, I have a level 33 hero that I just basically beat default difficulty on. But this just seemed like super fun. People have already beat this game on Apocalypse. You know, there's there's people who just grinded it out or had the game before release officially, and so like they've just been going ham with it, which is great. Like it's super fun to have people who are like ahead of the curve and can give you tips on what the best builds are and how to beat the boss. But I kind of like just going my own way with it and doing weird challenge stuff like this sometimes. I thought there was a pickup there. It was just a skeleton's head. Gotta go eat, but you enjoyed what you saw of the stream. Thank you for doing it. Hey, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that. In my weapons playthrough, what are some of the favorite gear enchant combos? I have the fox armor. The fox armor is my favorite thing. I think I have access to much better armor now, but I refuse to wear it because I love the fox armor so much. The other stuff I really liked was all the stuff that made you feel like a rogue style player, so I would go for like daggers, anything that increased your speed. So I had like boots of swiftness, I think I still had the death cap mushroom just for speed with the daggers as well. And then the lightning harp crossbow with multi-shot. So it normally fires 5 arrows, it has a chance to fire an additional 5 or something like that. Or maybe it's 3 and it has a chance to spawn an additional 5. That plus firework arrow just clears out the rooms. And then when you get a better version of that, it can have the ricochet effect that splits into 5 on impact. So you can do some serious damage with that. What does the fox armor do? Tempting as it is to just do that Elvis song. The fox armor is basically a better version of the wolf armor. It has some chance to just not take damage when you get hit. I think it gives you like a move speed aura, and when you drink a potion it heals your allies as well. I think that's the main thing about the wolf armor. Just activate that mushroom to attack a sheep, as one does. Okay, I'm here now. Spiders are so funny. They just like, they never attack you unless you're pinned down. Where are we at? Need to go to bed. It's 1:40 in the morning. Congrats on beating the level. Hey, thank you. Good to see you, Kuro. I'll probably be back at the usual time on Sunday, so maybe see you then. Thanks for stopping in. Lightning Harp Crossbow is super fun, yeah. I love the fanfare that plays when you get it. I think I got it from Soggy Swamp. I think I got it from the Cauldron. Or maybe it was from one of the mini-bosses on a different level. I think it was an underground area. Might even have been the castle, actually, thinking about it. Oh, hey, there's a little, Okay, he's enchanting that guy, so I better... Ooh. This is dicey. First time I've been in trouble this entire level, amazingly, because I'm, once again, only using my fists. Hi, Birdie Man, welcome to the stream. Playing actual Minecraft a bit ago and missed dungeon spider mechanics. I know. I yearn for the days when spiders would not attack me. Sometimes the dodge roll gets you away too fast. Also, sometimes the creepers stop the exploding animation and then still explode, which I think is cheating. Their fuse kind of fizzles out, but then they still explode. Let's see if we can take this guy on. We did it! I can actually kill a creeper barehanded. Exceptional. No secret chests over here, though.
Well, that's just prime.
Batman Crush, thank you so much for that Twitch Prime sub. They don't attack you during the day in Minecraft, though. That's true. That's true. And I guess this game kind of plays fast and loose with the whole idea of mobs and spawning and day and night anyway, because, like, there are definitely some daylight levels where the zombies aren't burning, you know? Ooh, this is going to be a fun challenge. Let's do this. Oh, of course. Of course I only get the arrows. Oh, I think we've done it. I think we've done it. That's the worst of it over. Got to not get hit by the skeletons. That would be nice. Yes! TNT! Let's throw it in celebration of our win. I should just run away from creepers. I'm fast enough to do that now. What do we got in here? I bet it's a sword or something. Ooh, hunter's armor. Probably not as good as what I have, but I'll take a look. You'll learn to fear the sound of my horn. Ooh, TNT and a shadow brew. That sounds like a recipe for exploding all those zombies. Nice. They ended up on the top of the level. Salman Chowdhury, good evening. Hope you're having a lovely evening. What kind of stuff is there to do in the end game of Minecraft Dungeons? Is there a lot to do after the main game is complete? There are 2 more difficulty settings to play through the game on, which have completely different sets of equipment. So as you level up more, you will end up having access to more and more interesting equipment. There isn't really like an end game sort of after the story or anything, but there are going to be 2 DLC levels areas coming out in July and I think November or December. Which, if you bought the Hero Edition, you get automatically, but you can probably purchase them for, like, I don't know, $5 or $6 each or something like that. The only other thing the Hero Edition gets you is something that I am not wearing, apparently, which is a cape. And a little fanfare to go with it. And a chicken pet, which I've not bothered with because it's chicken. It's cute, though. Every time I went through Creeper Woods, I always stopped in here just to get the free emeralds. Even if I didn't need the bread or the... Obviously, I don't need the arrows. The chicken is most important. I guess so. We'll keep him around. Maybe I won't take him with me to beat the final boss. I don't know if he'll like that. I say beat the final boss, assuming so much in that sentence, but there you go. Man, it's so nice just being able to churn through enemies like this. It's almost like playing with weapons. Chicken, no, stay away from the TNT. Found out the Ironhide amulet gives the baby chicken the buff animation and glimmer as well. Does it? That's awesome. I've not seen the Ironhide amulet. Jappa was talking to me on Twitter earlier about how if you had the Ironhide amulet and like a triple cooldown armor, you could probably just be like unstoppable, even without weapons. But I don't know if you get something with triple enchantments until the later difficulties anyway. He seemed to think you didn't. A bow? What is this garbage? Get it out of here. I also want to check out the Hunter's Armor. That has Surprise Gift. Surprise Gift is actually a very common enchantment, which is good, because for this strategy, you definitely need it. But I can do without the Hunter's Armor, because I already have better armor. No, the chicken can't die. It's basically cosmetic. It just runs around after you. Alright, that is the village. So now we have to free the villagers. Oh look, some Vindicators. It's been a while since we fought those. Unfortunately, there is no pit to put them in this time, so we have to do it the old-fashioned way, I guess. Although doing it the old-fashioned way for me just involves, like, sprinting around here, taking all of these guys out. Oh, they don't even hit very hard. Oh, how adorable. Just beat an entire castle's worth of you. Yeah, they hit much harder on higher difficulty. Sky Spark, that is the one exception, but I do not believe I have access to a level or a difficulty where you can get gauntlets yet. I believe they only start appearing in adventure difficulty. Or maybe when you get to a higher level, I don't know. But at this stage, I don't think I have the ability to get them. If I do, that is probably the exception I will make, but I also want to see if I can beat the full game on default without using the gauntlets. And then if we get the gauntlets, then we might have a go at a fists-only playthrough, kinda, for the higher level difficulties as well. How long does the storyline in the game last for? I beat it in 7 hours, and I explored every level very thoroughly. Oh, did you see that? We got a Shadow Brew and a Strength Potion. So this is where that 150% chance to trigger Surprise Gift actually starts kicking in for us. That's very good. Doesn't happen on this difficulty. Alright. You have the Merc Armor with Artifact cooldown, the Potion Barrier enchant coupled with Ironhide Amulet. It leaves you pretty invulnerable to damage. Yeah. That's the stuff. I've not seen an Ironhide Amulet though, so I think they're in later difficulties as well. Or maybe they're just a rare drop from a higher level. There's definitely some folks who've got like really far into this and have a ton of gear that I've just never even seen. Nice. We've cleared the village. There's a couple of pots around here, usually. Yeah. There's one. Is it possible to get the crossbow in this game? Yeah. There are so many different types of crossbow. Like, I can show you a few on my my other character once we're done here. I think it's a rare drop from Fiery Forge. Right, yeah. That'll make sense. I did not want to play Fiery Forge very much. There's so much stuff there. Man, I miss those guys having so little health. This is probably the first time I've been through this area without, like, just sprinting through it. Like, we're actually going to clear this one out. You can hear all the graveyard vibes kicking in. I want to see everyone in the chat doing the Monster Mash. You're already seeing Minecraft Dungeon Survival Guide? Nah, not for me. Not for me. It's not really a game you need a tutorial for. Like, it's a game that lends itself to fun, weird stuff like, hey, let me play through this without using weapons, but it's definitely not like a tutorial series kind of game. Like, there's no sandbox element to this, really. You get to play around with all of the fun combinations of armor and accessories. So, like, a couple of videos where, like, we share some fun builds or strategies or stuff, like, maybe, but that's not a survival guide, not to me. Oh, that double surprise gift when it procs is OP, and I like that. The final level of normal, there's an Eye of Ender, you're on adventure. Oh, okay. Interesting. I thought you could get the Eye of Ender anyway. Oh no, not like... I guess I'm thinking of Ender Pearls when you're on multiplayer and you teleport to other people using them. I'm going to step around you, deal with these two first. There we go. That's better. Aren't you happy you waited? Thanks for the pork, I guess. What does the Eye of Ender do? Normally I'd be like, hey, don't tell me, I want to find it for myself, but right now I am doing a no weapons playthrough. I guess it shows you the way to the stronghold, right? 4 of 4 secrets. 7 of 7 chests. What would I say my favorite level is? That's a good question, because I've played this one a lot, and the others, like, very little. I think aesthetically, I really like Cacti Canyon. Pumpkin Pastures is very cool as well. The Desert Temple is really fun. I don't know. Like, I think I'll probably have a favorite level once I've played through the game, like, legit a couple more times. Instead of this absurd way. I think the Illager's Castle is also very cool, and the, all of the kind of jumping around mechanics that are in the final level. Those are very cool too. I'll say no more about that for people who haven't seen it yet. Teleporting isn't working for you. Does anybody know why? You have to hold down the button instead of just pressing it once. Your character kind of winds up to do it. It's like a press and hold thing. But also I know, like, network connectivity has been an issue for some people playing this game, so it's not, like, 100%. I'm trying to make a bed. I want it to be daytime. I think, yeah, this will be the first time I've cleared out 100% of the mobs on this map. If we end up fighting these last few guys, which, I don't know, I think I will. I can just stand there and watch them take damage from my fiery aura. Guys, do you know you can't roll off ledges in this game? Sorry, that's a reference to a previous stream. So, this was Punch Only Creeper Woods. Sting in! Welcome on in! Welcome to the way of Barefist Steve. I think that was 100% of that level. Is there anything over here? There's no secret or anything? Nah. Just part of the map. Just for completion percentage of the map. Hey man, how you doing? Victory!
These villages are free from the clasp of the Illagers. All thanks to you.
Battle Royale mode in Minecraft Dungeons would be the new Fortnite. I doubt it, but people were asking me if this felt like it. Oh, 92%? Come on, where were the other 8? Some people were asking me if this had potential to be turned into a MOBA, and, like, I don't think so, but also that is quite an entertaining idea at the same time. Tasty bones! Well, we knew that was going to come anyway. Got a level 12 one of those, don't need it. Also, can we not, please? Can we not? Thank you. Gosh. The other 8% rolled off the edge. I mean, no cap, they did. So Stingin. This is my barefisted character. He has the best armor in the game, which you actually showed me for the first time on your stream the other day, and I got it basically the same evening, which was incredibly good luck. But yeah, I do 1 damage every hit. I do faster damage if I have Deathcap Mushroom, and if I can get a strength potion from Surprise Gift on this armor, then I can do 2 damage per hit. I also have Air Horn and a Totem of Regeneration and a bunch of other stuff in backup. So, yeah, this is my Barefist only playthrough. We have beaten every level apart from Obsidian Pinnacle. Like, all of these were done without using weapons. No ranged weapons, no melee weapons. All done using punches. I did it all off camera, aside from we just finished Highblock Halls, like, just on this stream, which I didn't expect to do, but we managed it on, like, the full run-through, which was incredible. It took about 2.5 hours, which was a lot of using Air Horn to just blow stuff off ledges, but it works super well. And now the only thing we have to do is go to Obsidian Pinnacle and beat that level, and we have completed a full no-weapons playthrough of this game, which I call the way of Barefist Steve, because I'm an idiot. And I don't know if we're going to be able to beat the final boss. I honestly don't think we will, but I at least want to get to that point. I want to get to that point, and at that point I will be happy. Let's hit up the Wandering Trader, because we have artifacts appropriate for our level. I am level 13, which is... Let me see now. Oh, okay, recommended power 22. I have power 4. So, yeah, let's see how we do. Flaming Quiver. I'm kind of not interested in Flaming Quiver, you know, because I don't have a bow. Harvester, again. Magical weapons aren't allowed either, so I've not been using any of these. Same with Corrupted Beacon. I got one of those after Redstone Mines. I salvaged it. I also want to hit up the blacksmith to see if I get some armor. Ooh, hi. Hi there. Does this have powerful enchants? No, it doesn't. Okay. I guess we're not high enough level for that yet. Soul Speed. Not going to work. Cooldown is good. Doesn't have Surprise Gift. And also, it's all about artifact damage, which, yeah, I don't really have artifact damage. Unless it counts Deathcap Mushroom in that. Does it? I have to test this. Oh boy, that looks weird, though. Bat Steve. No, okay. It doesn't up the damage of your fists. So I assume that means, like, magic artifacts and stuff. Like, thanks, but no thanks, right? No artifact weapons either. No. So basically, I'm only using physical artifacts, stuff that enhances Steve's natural movement speed, gives you, like, knockback against enemies, regeneration is fine, but I'm not using any magical weapons. So no Corrupted Beacon, no Harvester. I don't know of any others in the early stages, but yeah, I haven't really been using them. I also haven't been putting on enchantments that add, like, elemental fire and stuff to your rolling, because that felt like magic too, and I'm trying to make this like... It's like a monk playthrough, basically. Like a D&D class monk was the whole idea. Rapid crossbow. Again, somebody was asking about the crossbows, by the way. I'm probably going to quit out of this playthrough in a second and show you guys my regular character, but, like, there are multiple types of crossbow you can get in this game. There's a lot of different types of bows as well. Like, this is a short bow. It's faster to fire, I guess. Nimble and lethal at short range, but I will not be using it. A claymore, an enormous sword, incredibly powerful weapon. Not going to be using it. Next. Thief armor, now we're talking. Plus 50 health, plus 25 melee attack speed. Doesn't have surprise gift, has electrified, which is the rolling enchantment I don't want to use. Mostly because I don't roll much. What about Thorns? Thorns would be great on this. If I had Surprise Gift, Cooldown, and Thorns all on the same robe, that would be like... chef kiss. Kind of lame not being able to make your own skin. Not important, but it would be a very nice detail. Yeah, I think probably because of the multiplayer connectivity, I think they probably just wanted to avoid people doing anything inappropriate, which makes sense. You can understand why, but yeah, I agree. It'd be nice to have my Minecraft skin in here. It'd just be a lot of stuff to moderate otherwise. And Hunter's Armor. Okay, that's got cooldown, so that's, again, not bad. Gives you more health than the Ember Robe does, but the Ember Robe has that burning aura, which is just so good. Anyway, we're going to put Barefist Steve to bed for now. We're going to get rid of these armors because I don't want them to clutter up my inventory in case I need to get my Boots of Swiftness real fast or something. But, yeah, this is a thing I don't like as much. I kind of wish there was a way to quick equip stuff to a specific inventory slot. And, like, that one always goes in the middle, but then when I want to equip it back, it swaps that out, and then it just defaults to that one. So I'm like, nah. Anyway, let's back out of here. Obviously, all our progress is saved once we get back to camp. So let me show you. This is my main character. Level 34. Power 29 because of the fox armor, because I refuse to take it off. I'll show you some of the stuff I've got with this one. So there's a couple of armor pieces. This is some stuff I got when I was playing with Dish and Toz the other day. So there's this soul knife, which is super slow, but does a ton of damage, and has a chance to gather souls, I think. Also has this Anima Conduit enchantment, which is super cool, and Exploding as a power enchantment. So that's kind of fun. I haven't really used much in the way of the magic stuff. I want to do like a mage playthrough later where we only use stuff like that. But I think the best way to do that is going to be to beat the game once and then get a bunch of artifacts that you can start adventure mode with and then play through again, you know? Obviously, you get the lightning rods. You get that more or less for beating the game. I think there might be some other reward artifacts you get for beating Obsidian Pinnacle, but I got the lightning rod. Which is fun, you know? You gather souls. I kind of wish you could use this stuff at camp. Like, if one of these, like, dummies gave you souls, I understand that would be a little bit weird. But I kind of wish you could do that. Let's see. My favorite crossbow was the lightning harp, but then this one came around and it's better. It's a scatter crossbow with chain reaction and multi-shot. So it does that, which is incredible, and will clear out an entire room worth of enemies if you want to mess around with that. I have some very cool daggers as well. Daggers are kind of my favorite weapon for this build because it's a rogue build. You can get some pretty hefty hits in. It's no Barefist Steve, but it does the job. Let's go through Soggy Swamp. Let's have some fun at Soggy Swamp. Let's recommended power is 27, our power is 29. Let's just do it anyway. Was not expecting a firework party from that weapon, and you would be right not to expect it, but it delivers. I'm not going to change my title or anything, because I'm going to wrap up the stream after this, but I feel like I may as well show you guys some of the real game. Oh boy, it feels so different using weapons, though. Like, for real. This is what the actual game is. Having punched my way through so much stuff. Like, I'm actually weirdly surprised when I drink a health potion and it doesn't give me 6 other potions. Oh, and being able to stun lock those zombies is so nice. I miss this. Minecraft Dungeons, take me back. What have I done to you? Loving this game. You're almost level 40. Need a real build? Yeah, I've been considering some other fun builds that we can do. Like, oh, I've gotten stuck. There we go. I wanted to do a video. Originally, the Way of the Barefist Steve playstyle came about when I realized that I could unequip a weapon and still punch while I was just playing this on stream, and I then drafted up an idea for a video, which I might still do, about like a couple of different fun character builds that you could do that weren't necessarily like just a ranger or a rogue or something like that. And I came up with this idea of, for a start, the Barefist playthrough, and then I started doing it just to see if you could do it. See if it was even worth suggesting. Which turns out it is, by the way. But then I like the idea of doing a kind of faithful Minecraft playthrough where you only use weapons and enchantments that are present in vanilla Minecraft. So you only use swords, bows, crossbows. You can use the firework arrow because that exists, but like Deathcap Mushroom, no. Boots of Swiftness, I'm kind of not sure because like Swiftness potions exist, but you can get Swiftness potions as a thing in this game. So I kind of feel like Boots of Swiftness are out too. Like there isn't a faster running boots enchantment in Minecraft, you know? Aside from Soul Speed, and that's a completely separate enchantment for a game. But then I like the idea that you could only use enchantments for that armor that was like actual Minecraft enchantments as well. Like you could only use protection and fire aspect and the stuff that's actually in the core game already. Like I like the idea of that as a playthrough style. If you want like more ideas for a character beyond, oh hey, let me get all of the stuff that works really well for a heavy hitting character, you know? Jaguar, yeah, we're done with the challenge stuff today for now. I'm just playing through this level to relax and show people some normal gameplay, because what we've been doing for the rest of the stream is trying to play through the later levels of the game without using weapons. So doing only damage with your fists and stuff you get from the environment like TNT. Man, I miss having like a really fast artifact cooldown though. I'm kind of hoping that I get a better fox armor at some point, because I'm not happy with the enchantments on this one. Like, Recycler is nice for the arrows, but at the time I was using a heavy crossbow, and I was running out of arrows all the time. Now I don't ever run out of arrows. Saw the video, it made you want to pick up the game. I'm surprised that video of all things made you want to pick up the game, because this actual game part of the game is much more fun. But I mean, the challenge is fun too, you know? I'm not going to say it's like not fun. Just like tearing through these levels is actually pretty great. Fighting these things the way they were meant to be fought. Or maybe it's because I have the Recycler enchantment that I'm not finding myself running out of arrows, but like, I have 195 arrows right now. Fun to see how flexible the game can be, yeah. How many secret levels have I unlocked? Does Creepy Crypt count? I think it does, because it's not like one of the storyline levels, but just that one. I haven't done any of the others yet. I know about the runes, I found one of those. But, yeah, I haven't done too much looking into that stuff. I kind of want to find it organically as I play through, you know? I don't want to just look up a guide on how to do it right away. Because the game's only been out for like a week. Not even that, like it's been out for a few days. What is today, Friday? Yeah, it's been out for like 3 days. And already people are like 100%ing it and finding everything. I say give it time. Does that have Gravity Pulse as well? Oh no, just Fire Trail and heals allies. Ew. Yikes. Yeah, they are just gonna... This must be what it's like fighting me. Cool. You guys are great. Get out of here. Yeah, I saw that there's Jungle DLC coming in June. That's really great. It's great that it's out so soon as well. Was it June or was it July? I thought it was July. Let's fight an Enderman. I mean, is he even going to turn up? I don't have all day. Hello? Anybody? Man, I love this bow. More the firework arrows. Like, the way they've done the firework arrows is just so satisfying to use. And that's really been the way I've played through this first time. Ooh. Another evocation robe. Double thorns? Who's up for double thorns? Imagine returning 400% damage. Do you know if there's a wiki yet? I think there is a project on the Minecraft wiki to incorporate information about dungeons into it, but I don't know how far that has gotten. Again, like, this is the kind of game that doesn't need a wiki in the same way Minecraft does because of... Just fired that in completely the wrong direction. Okay. I deserve whatever I get. Minecraft having so many sandbox elements and things that aren't really explained. It kind of makes more sense for Minecraft to have a comprehensive wiki, whereas this needs a database of all of the weapons and armor and stuff so you know what's available, but it's also just fun to explore it on your own. Make decisions about stuff yourself. Can't even find a solid item list yet. Yeah. I think people are still finding that stuff. And sooner or later somebody will do like a code dive on this game or something, but I'm not that guy. Guess it would be better suited to a sister wiki. I think it might be a separate project, but then everything's got a wiki these days, hasn't it? This bow is going to be so good against the boss. I thought the Enderman always appeared at the start of this, like, tunnel section. Does he not? I mean, evidently not, because I haven't fought him yet. Does anyone else kind of wish that there was always something at the end of these? Like, it always feels like something they've like, forgotten to add something. I know, you know, it's all stitched together from procedural elements, and sometimes it's got stuff and sometimes it hasn't. And if it was always a chest, then that would be just too much. Like, you get too much gear at that point. But then, if I'm exploring all of these areas like this, and there's just mobs, I kind of like getting some stuff. And these guys don't count. You're not stuff, gentlemen. Yeah, and in some cases, like, they have put emeralds in there. I think Creepy Crypt is much better than it was in the beta as far as just, like, places where there are pots of emeralds hanging out. But I think a couple more common chests and maybe some more of those pots, it would give us just, like, more emeralds to throw at the blacksmith anyway, you know? Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. It's true, but I feel like you don't get it more often than you do get it. There should be a better balance, in my opinion. And, you know, that's just my opinion. For more of my opinions, we're going to be talking about this game really heavily on the next episode of my podcast, The Spawn Chunks, which you can find at thespawnchunks.com. Shameless plug, but, yeah, I think we're going to have lots of very, very good things to say about this game. One of the things I'm going to say about this game is that I have beaten it without using weapons. Whether or not that will be true next Monday is another matter entirely. And tomorrow I have to do the Hermitcraft recap, so who knows if we'll even, like, be able to play that last level, but... Tell me the Enderman's going to show up now when I have, like, no health. The title, it says no weapon challenge. What am I doing? You just joined? Yeah. I was doing the no weapon challenge. We've been streaming for nearly 4 hours, so I beat a level, which took 3 hours, and now I'm just doing this to relax and show people the game as it is meant to be played, because people were curious. But yeah, so far I've beaten all the way up until the last level with no weapons. You missed all of the yeeting. Yes, we did yeet a lot of people. But yeah, if you want to watch the VOD of this, you will see the madness. the true madness of Pixorus. I'm going to try and not fire my bow for a bit so I can actually use this firework arrow on something important. Again, saving stuff for a rainy day is kind of what I do. And there's a yeeting. Yes, that is true. There's me being incredibly excited about yeeting things. I can't believe we did that. That's... it's so stupid. Like, it's awesome at the same time, but I mean, like, so stupid. JC Clapham, you are welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed. That's what I'm talking about. That is one heck of a crossbow right there. Didn't even take out that witch, though. What do I even hire you for? This whole area over here is just, like, completely unrelated to the direction we're supposed to be going. Started a hardcore world a couple of days ago. You found a mineshaft and a cave spider spawner, but left because you were too scared. Barely enough time to full diamond armor. Do you reckon you should go and raid it or wait for a bit? It depends entirely on what you want to use that cave spider spawner for. It's still going to be there when you go back, so... Oh, here we go. More daggers, which are actually the same as the ones I have, although... Oh, these ones have 2 enchantments instead of 3, and this one has shockwave, and never mind. Have I got the rune for this level? No, I haven't got the runes for many of these. I did see where it was on the Hot Dishes stream the other day, though. I was in the level with them when they played through it, and Chris saw where it was. I'm trying to find that stuff myself organically, though, so yeah, I'm just gonna play through the game a few more times and try and search every corner for that kind of stuff. But I'm not going to do it on stream because I kind of prefer to just hang out and explore this stuff in my own pace, in my own time. Been taking a lot of inspiration from Survival Guide for your own builds. Awesome. Glad to hear it. There's the Enderman, finally. Been waiting for you. Glad you could show up. Man, it's weird being able to shoot an Enderman with arrows. Nice. Got a hunting bow. 37. What is this? Tempo theft. Oh, I know about this one, yeah. And unchanting. I always think I want to say unenchanting, but it's unchanting. Seems good, but I don't really like the hunting bow as a weapon. I don't use pets, so... Ow! Ow! Guys, please! One at a time. I'm used to dealing with enemies one at a time. I can't be having this kind of pressure. So you tackle the Moo boss with your fist? Oh, yeah, yeah. No, I will see how we get on with the main boss of default difficulty before we tackle any of the bonus stuff. More daggers! It's like this game wants me to use daggers! Again, echo and looting and stuff. Oh, prosperity, rather. I can do without that. I think it's fun that I can now recognize what all of these enchantments are by sight. It's like, you know, I've been playing this game a lot, it turns out. Shing. The daggers make such a satisfying noise. I love it so much. Shing, 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 shing. Oh, we got one zombie at least. She just, like, triple axled into the swamp. What level difficulty am I playing? This is default 6. I'm just playing through on, like, a warm down kind of thing. Like, I'm not really going for super high difficulty or anything. I'm not super happy with this build for higher difficulties as well. Like, I feel like it's a little bit underpowered right now. I think that's mainly the fox armor's fault, but I like the armor too much to take it off, so... I think I need to grind some of the higher levels of default and do, like, the final boss on difficulty 6 and stuff like that before I go ahead with adventure. A glaive! I haven't really used glaives much, but I've seen people use them and they look really good. Not for me, though. Not for this build. Do we need an intervention? Paranor! You weren't here for earlier in the stream, and for that I do not blame you, but this stream has been something else. And let's face it, the intervention is just to get me to play real Minecraft again, so that'll happen anyway. You don't need to intervene. Just woke up, we'll need to check the VOD. Man, we beat Highblock Halls, which is basically the penultimate level of the game. It's the Arch-Illager's castle, without using weapons. And that clip will tell you everything you need to know, basically. Alright, that was, I will admit, a little unwarranted. The full firework arrow did not need to be used on that one baby zombie. I've never been the biggest fan of baby zombies anyway, so... Proportional. That's what I want to say. Ooh! What is this? What is this friend in the center here? Hello? I think I've seen one of these before, actually. Like a super duper chest. And of course it gives me some freaking daggers. Although they are better daggers than the ones I have. Allegedly. Look at the enchants on that, though. I mean, 37 damage versus 31. Fair enough. Then you give me freezing and leeching. I'm good, thanks. I'll deal with these 3 enchantment daggers quite nicely, thank you. Now that's a little bit better. A little bit better with the firework arrow there. I think the trick to being a good rogue in this game is to just be constantly moving. And to have something that improves the cooldown of Deathcat Mushroom. And to have a trick crossbow like that. Nice. The slime didn't even take full damage from that, wow. I mean, it took full damage, it didn't break down. Fists McSteve, yes. Absolutely. Nice. Well, that's getting damaged a lot faster than it was on my fists only playthrough. I'm gonna just be over here, biding my time. Yikes, actually taking a lot of damage now. I'm so used to the regen totem, I'm like, surely I'm fine. Even when I'm not. Nice. Oh, a master's bow, that's new. I've not seen this one. That's a huntsman bow, but with, like, extra damage, apparently. And then fuse shot, ricochet, punch... chain reaction, gravity, tempo theft. I feel like tempo theft would be quite good for like a ranger beastmaster style build. That's not too shabby. Again, that's not what I want this character to be, but given the fox armor and all.
The Arch-Illager's potion supply is no more, and it'll be a long time before the witches.
Minecraft dungeons cost any money? Yes, unless you have
Well
Xbox
done.
Game Pass already, in which case you can just play it already. Against the redstone golem? Yes. Again, no healing done. I think that means, like, healing other people. It's the only thing I can think of. Thanks for the fishing rod, I guess. And yeah, I'm not really using, like, soul artifacts and stuff. These are fun, but I will probably discard them. I kind of don't like the fact that it does the pig squeal when you equip it. That's a lot. That's a fair bit of damage, though. 178 damage. Considering the crossbow does fixed damage, that's kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of damage for me right now. And then I raid somebody like Nico or Whip, and they're making, like... They have, like, weapons that do 1,500 damage per hit on average. Great hammer, though. I'm doing 92. I think I need to trash the Great Hammer. I did off camera because I know people would, you know, think of it as sacrilege, but I did end up scrapping the enchanted diamond sword that I had. Because it was so old. It was like 7 power or something. I got the lightning harp crossbow through one of my regular playthroughs. But I ended up scrapping that for this one because this one had better enchants and was more powerful in the end. But I'd like to get the lightning harp back. I like that one. So we're going to scrap that. The wither armor is fun, and having double cooldown is kind of nice, but yeah, there's some stuff here I probably should just get rid of. Just salvage. Alright, let's do one more loot box opening, and then let's wrap it up here. Mercenary armor. All I want is some better fox armor. That's all I want. Chilling, final shout. I don't know what some of the powerful enchants are yet. I haven't really seen too much of those. Ooh, that's a new one. Frostbite. Remembers the icy winds which once flowed beneath the wings of mighty phantoms. That's a soul-gathering one. Spawns a snowy companion. Oh, it's a snowball. Of course, yeah, so that's the snowball armor. Very nice. Regular protection as well, which is good. But then cooldown is on the same thing. Cooldown would be better. I don't really rate gravity. And speed synergy, again, like This enchantment set is not all that great. I guess if you want to do, like, really heavy hits with magic weapons, then that makes sense. Look how much that changes my power level, though. Like, if I put the fox armor on, it's like 29 versus 33. The harp crossbow is better, in your opinion, since it fires 5 arrows rather than 3? Oh, yeah. I guess so. I guess so. Haven't had a chance to play around with it too much. But yeah, that's the best armor I have so far. Like that, plus soul knife. There we go. I actually have like a power equivalent to my level at this point. Regular crossbow, box standards. Multi-shot and bonus shot, though. Nah. Not for me. Rapid crossbow. Infinity and chain reaction is not bad. For the rapid crossbow, but... Regular longbow. Nothing much to see here. I guess chain reaction multi-shot if you want to charge that. The mace. I have done very little with. What is this? Exploding. Oh, of course, of course. What are the other 2 villagers? There's a wandering trader over here. And he sells you artifacts instead of... this guy selling you armor and weapons. More grim armor. Not as good as the one I already have. I wonder if there is more stuff that goes into this room as you complete stuff on the other difficulties. Like on Apocalyptic and Adventure. Does what you have currently equipped affect the power of drops and things you buy? No. If you... I think if you interpret this literally, it says gear appropriate for your level, not your power. So it's giving me stuff that's around level 34, give or take. Hi, Little Flopper. Welcome along. We are about wrapping up the stream, and this is my other character. But the VOD will be available here on Twitch afterwards. Ooh, 3 enchantments on this bow. Accelerate will counter for the speed. Supercharge and Infinity would not be bad, but then it's still only attacking one thing at a time. I don't rate it. I think attacking multiple things with the crossbow is the way I want to go here. Another soul knife. Last one, longbow. Boring. Alright, folks. I reckon that's where we're going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for stopping by the stream today. I know it was a bit of a late one, bit of an unusual stream time for me. But I thank you guys for being here, and what a time we had with the Barefist Steve playthrough. I may be back at some point at an unspecified time to try and complete the last bit of the adventure on camera. But Barefist Steve, there he is, the legend, the unarmed legend, will be back at another time. Let's see who else is out there streaming. I guess we'll raid F-Whip today. He's back on regular Minecraft. Is he F-Whip TV on here? Oh, he's just F-Whip. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you had a great time. My name's been Pixelriffs. And, oh, F-Whip is showing off his dog. Excellent time to raid. Gotta go. See you guys soon. Have a good one. Maybe back on Sunday. Bye for now.